As a result, they would go ahead and talk about it to their friends. And when they go ahead and talk about it to their friends, they would only do that if they had a great experience. More people would join the programs. And when more people will join the programs, Outskill as a business will grow. So your job has direct correlation to the growth of the company. So make sure you do your job with highest integrity and highest empathy towards our learners. That is the context. Guys, don't you think if any human has this context of why what they're doing is important, they will be able to do their job much better? Yes, that is exactly what we are doing here. In context, we are telling AI why it is doing what it is doing and how is it important. That is what we are doing. That is what we are telling AI here. And next comes instructions. What is instructions? Well, instructions is very simple, right? In instructions, we basically tell AI, hey, step one, open your email. Step two, read the email. Step three, understand the email. Step four, find the response to it. Step five, reply to that email. Everything that you want your AI to do step by step, you mention that in the instructions. And finally, there is something called as notes. What is notes? Notes is basically like a quick summary, right? If you wanted to tell AI something in these places, but you were not able to find the right place, you didn't know if you want to put it in role, objective, context, instructions, but you want to still say that. So you add them that to the notes. Any additional things that you want to mention, any special instructions that you want to mention, you put that in notes. And that is what, my friends, is role, objective, context, instructions, and notes. Are we clear? Are we clear? Clear in the chat, guys. If we are clear about this, clear in the chat and thumbs ups in the reactions. Perfect. Perfect. Now, a lot of people are like clear, clear, super clear, perfect. Love it. Now, what the hell are these hashtags and stars? You understood role, objective, context, instructions, and notes. Great. But what the hell are these hashtags and stars? Well, that is the sign language that we are using to communicate with AI. What do I mean by that? I have a question, guys. As you landed on this slide, what is the first thing that you noticed on this slide? If I have to make a guess, then you probably read special prompting structure custom GPTs first or markdown prompting as a word first. If I have to guess, these are either this or this is the first thing that your eyes focused on. The reason why your eyes automatically focused on these two things is because they are written like an headline. And we humans cognitively have been trained to say that, hey, if something is important, put it in large font. If something is important, bold it. You remember back in the day in exams, if you thought it's an important word, you used to underline it. Yes. Why were we doing that? So that we are telling the teacher who is correcting your answer sheets that you know the most important things. So you write those fancy words and you used to underline them because you wanted your teachers to focus on those words and give you a lot of points or a lot of score. How do we do the same thing to AI? How do we tell AI in such a large prompt that we have written if there is something that is very important and if we want AI to focus or stress on that? Well, the way we do that is using this sign language. Let me show you an example. Okay. Let's say I want to AI to focus on this word viral LinkedIn post. Because I wanted AI to focus on the word viral LinkedIn post, I put it between two stars. When I put a word between two asterisks or two stars, AI imagines this word to be in bold. While it is not bold for us, we can't see that it is bolded, but AI is going to imagine that this word is in bold. So every time you put a word between two stars, AI imagines that word to be bolded. Clear? That is why we use stars. Now, you'll be like, Vaibhav, I understood when I put a word between two stars, it is like bold. AI imagines that to be in bold. Great. What the hell are these hashtags now? Well, when you use a hashtag, AI, anything that you write next to it, AI imagines that to be a headline. It's the biggest possible font size that you can write in. And when you put one hashtag, AI imagines that to be headline one, the biggest font possible. When you put two hashtags, AI imagines that to be headline two, or still a headline, but smaller than headline one, slightly smaller font than one hashtag. So when you put a hashtag and write anything next to it, AI imagines them to be headlines. Let me show you this screenshot. This should make it clear. One hashtag, look at the size of the font, AI imagines that text to be. So it automatically gives you the highest importance to something which is written after single hash. When you put two hashtags, which is a headline two, it is still a headline, but it is smaller than headline one. When you put three hashtags and write something, AI imagines that to be headline three, which is still a headline, but smaller than headline one and headline two. So automatically, AI will give the highest importance to headline one, then headline two, then headline three. And of course, anytime you put a word between two stars, AI imagines that to be in bold. So, folks, congratulations. You just learned the sign language to talk to AI. And this is how you go about markdown prompting. So, you don't only focus on role, objective, context, instructions, and notes, but you actually also focus on using the right markdown formats. When you put a word between two stars, it is bolded. When you put a single hashtags, AI imagines that to be headline one, two hashtags, headline two, three hashtags, headline three. Of course, my team has shared this screenshot in the chat as well so that you have this handy. So, folks, did I do a decent job explaining you guys markdown prompting? Did I do a decent job explaining you guys markdown prompting? Were you able to understand everything about it? Role, objective, context, instructions, notes, everything? Yes? Clear? Love it? Fab? Okay. Perfect. 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 Now, for a few people who are still like, Webhub, can you please repeat what it is and everything around it? Don't worry. What we're going to do is we're going to write a prompt ourselves with an example so that you will be able to understand this better. Right now, we just learned the format, right? Now, let's put this into action so that you can learn how this actually works and how we go about writing such prompts. Yes, for that, we have to build an app. As an example, what app do we build? What if we build an app like this? What if I teach you how you can build your own LinkedIn post writer which can write in your own style? Should I teach you how to build this app? If you would want that, drop in a heart. Should I go about teaching you how to build your own LinkedIn post generator so that every time you give a topic, it can write a wider LinkedIn content, but replicating your own style of writing? It will replicate your style of writing. It will replicate the kind of words that I use, the sentence formations that you use, and everything and anything that you do, so that people can't even tell if it is written by you or by AI. And you know what? This is actually a perfect example to learn how to build an advanced GPT, because this is actually not a basic advanced GPT, but this is actually on an intermediate level of building an advanced GPT. If you're able to understand how to build an app like this, I believe you can pretty much build anything out there. And that is why, though it is little difficult for you guys to understand this example because it has multiple steps to it, I still want to teach you a slightly difficult variation, which is the post writer, because I believe if you give your 100% attention, you will learn so many things in this process in the next 30 minutes that it will change the way you not only build how you build GPTs or how you build apps, but it will change the way you solve problems using AI. That is the real power of this. Okay, I hope you guys are excited. And let us go about building an app which is a LinkedIn post writer in Webhub Sisinti style. Or this is in my style, and you will be able to follow the same process to build your own GPT or build your own app which can write LinkedIn content in your own style or emails in your own style or anything for that matter. right? Now, for us to do this, like I told you, we are right now building advanced GPTs, right? So we are not going to rely on Chat GPT or the create section of it to create this. What we're going to do is we're going to write our own prompt, something like this in the markdown prompting style. Now, for us to be able to write our own prompt, for us, listen to me, guys. For us to be able to write our own prompt, we need to write this prompt in markdown prompting, like I told you. Now, if you guys are thinking, oh my God, Webhub is going to teach me how to write such a long prompt. If that is what you think I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to manually write each of the prompt here, well, can I be frank with you? That is not going to be the case. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get AI to write the whole prompt for me. Yes, we are not going to write this prompt ourselves. If you think I'm going to write such a long prompt all by myself and that's going to take 1 hour, absolutely not. I'm going to get AI to write a prompt. But didn't I just tell you ChatGPT cannot write such a good prompt? And I can write a better prompt? I just showed off that I'm going to learn Markdown prompting and then I'm going to write all this prompt myself because I can write it better. Now I'm telling you that no, I'm going to get ChatGPT to write the prompt. What the hell is happening? Well, that is the difference. Guys, it's not about the tool that you use. It's about how you use the tool that you have. It was the same paintbrush every painter in the world had. Then why is Picasso considered the greatest painter in the world while he had the same paintbrush and the same paint? It is because what he managed to do with that paintbrush and the paint. Not that he had a paintbrush and the paint. Everybody has the tool, which is ChatGPT. Yes? It's not about who is able to use the tool. It's about who is able to use this tool the best way. That is the person who's going to win. And that is what I'm going to teach you. I told you what we're going to learn right now is not just about building a GPT. You're going to learn the art of solving problems with AI today. And we're going to solve a problem by writing this advanced prompt. Okay, you guys ready? I've said you a lot. I hope you guys are hyped up. But this is a very, like I said, it's an intermediate level of teaching. So I'm going to go slow. I'm going to try to give you context. But can I tell you this? This can change your life if you learn how to do this right. Okay. What we're going to learn at this point of time is that we're going to learn how to solve problems using AI. So, what is the problem that we have right now? The problem that we have right now is that we need to write a prompt, okay, for our custom GPT like this, which is in Markdown prompting, which can write LinkedIn content for us, and it needs to write LinkedIn content in our own style. Now, the first problem is if AI has to write LinkedIn content in my own style, AI needs to know how I write. Does AI know how I write? Well, it doesn't. If because it doesn't, the first thing that comes to my mind is, what if I tell AI how I write? Then it will know. Yes. But when I think about trying to tell AI how I write, try explaining anyone how you write. It's very, very hard because you can only come up with abstract things like I write in simple English. I use simple words or I use Shakespeare English, whatever. You can come up with very abstract terms like this, which is never enough for anyone to know your style. But how do we tell AI how we write? Well, the easiest way for us to tell AI how we write is by making AI think and understand how we write. What if I give AI a bunch of content that I've written in the past? And I ask AI, listen, you're so smart, right? You tell me how I write. This is the content that I've written in the past. You tell me how I write. Rather than me telling AI how I write, first step is I want AI to tell me how I write. Am I making sense, guys? Am I making sense? That is what we're going to do. Before even we write the prompt for the GPT, we need to know how we write. And because none of us, actually most of us, at least I am not smart enough to explain AI how I write, I'm going to get AI to tell me how I write. For that, the step one is I'm going to write a prompt something like this. You are an expert when it comes to understanding how people write their content. You're this expert content researcher who has done a PhD in finding patterns on how people write their content. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 10 of my LinkedIn posts that I have personally written in the past. All of these LinkedIn posts are crafted personally by me. And you know what? All these 10 posts that I'm sharing with you have gone viral, getting more than 500,000 views on LinkedIn. What I want you to do is use your PhD level knowledge to go through all the LinkedIn posts that I'm going to share with you that I have personally written and understand how I write and why my LinkedIn content goes viral. I want you to look at how I write my hook, how I write my body, how I write my call to action, the kind of words that I use, the kind of, emojis that I use, the way I frame my sentences. I want you to tell me hidden things, hidden patterns in my content, and eventually give me an extensive PhD level forensic DNA report of my content style. It should be so deep that it should blow my mind, and you should be able to tell me a lot of things about my own writing which even I don't know about, which I passively by default I end up writing. And also give me an absolute breakdown on why you think these 10 posts have also gone viral. So give me this forensic DNA level report. All I will do is I will share 10 of my viral LinkedIn posts. Let me know what you understood from everything that I just said. So I end the prompt. You can see I wrote a full Mahabharat here. And once I did that, I said, give me a forensic DNA level report. And I ended saying that, let me know what you understood from everything that I just said. I didn't just say, do this job for me. I said, tell me what you understood. And this is a great way for me to understand if AI understood everything that I just said. Look at this. You're going to share 10 of your own viral LinkedIn posts that you've personally written. Each got more than 5,000 views. You want me to analyze that content word by word, decode your writing DNA, uncover hidden traits, explain why content goes viral, deliver a forensic PhD level report. I will do that by doing all of this, and I will get started once you paste 10 of your LinkedIn posts here. Perfect. It understood everything that we want. And what is it saying? It is like, can you share the 10 posts here? Okay. Let me share the 10 posts that I have written in the past. I've already copied this. I'm going to be like, here are the 10 viral posts that I have written in the past. And I just paste it. Click on the send. You can see this. My bad. This is not correct. I didn't send the right post. I ended up sending something else. So I'm going to just edit this. And I just pasted 10 of my LinkedIn posts. There you go. I just did that and says, excellent. You've handed me pure gold. Before I dive in into PhD level, let me confirm a few details so I can deliver an insanely detailed breakdown that truly captures the subconscious habit. Step by step breakdown once you confirm it. You can see it is saying it's going to do all of this for me, and it is like, should I proceed with the forensic level analysis? I'm going to be like, go ahead, because it's asking me right now, because in the first prompt I said, you tell me what you understood. And here it comes, guys. Your core DNA traits, the teacher showman hybrid. You write like a teacher who's also a performer. Every post educates and entertains, a fusion of insight and energy. How crazy is that? Conversational intelligence, predicted chaos. Okay. My hook psychology, how you stop the scroll. Shock anchor pattern, guys. I don't even understand this language, but because it's doing like expert level analysis, it's able to go through. Look at this. You open with high voltage words like kill, shut down, doing it again, ice, all verbs with drama. Okay. News hijack strategy is what I use. I use curiosity loops, narrative flow frameworks. This is how I write my LinkedIn content. Psychology behind my tone. My goodness, I didn't know so much about me. Formatting and visual flow and cadence. CT and comment bait patterns. Why my post goes viral? It's given a reason. Hidden writing habits. The Cincinnati viral writing formula, your replication blueprint. Bonus insight, you don't just write about change, you write like change. Every post feels dramatic, currently slightly ahead. The future in present energy is your viral signature. People don't just follow your knowledge, they follow you to feel plugged into what's next. Guys, isn't this insane? AI was able to go through 10 of my LinkedIn posts and was able to come up with such a detailed report of how I write, the kind of words that I use, and why my content goes viral on LinkedIn. I don't think there is any way in hell I will be able to do this myself. Now, while I really like this, I'm going to teach you one more hack today. I wanted to get better. I wanted to be even better. What do I do? I'm going to use a trick, something like this. I'm going to come here and I'm going to give a prompt. Hey, I just saw the output that you gave. While I think the report that you came up with is probably a good 7 out of 10, but you know what? I gave exactly the same task to Gemini by Google. And you know what? The report that it came up with was much deeper, was way more insightful, and I would definitely be able to rate it a 9.5 out of 10. I expected you to do a better job than Gemini, but I'm quite disappointed with your result. Could you rework on this, work harder, think harder, and come up with an even more insightful report? Not on a high level, but go so deep. Go use your PhD level PhD level knowledge to be able to come up with even deeper report, which is going to beat Gemini and be a 10 out of 10. Act like the favorite you are of mine. Can you do that for me? So, guys, did you just see what I did? This is called gaslighting a GPT, right? And look at this challenge accepted. This time we are going to go beyond Gemini. And here comes even more extensive structure. How crazy is this? Look at this. This time it has gone into emojis as well, emotional engineering as well. Disturb, decode, deliver, hope is my pattern. Look at this, guys. How insanely deep this report is. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. We've got an even more extensive report at this point of time because we told AI, listen, you need to do a better job than Gemini, and it worked harder to give us a better output. So we just solved the problem of how we write our content. Now, what I'm going to do is, I told you I'm going to get AI to do everything for me. What I'm going to do right now is, I'm going to simply copy this report that AI came up with. Okay. And I'm going to come to a new window and I'm going to be like, you are an expert prompt engineer who has written prompts for the OpenAI team for custom GPTs, and you have written hundreds of prompts for custom GPTs. I want you to write a super extensive prompt which can generate viral LinkedIn posts on any topic that I give you. Now, I want you to write LinkedIn posts exactly in my own style. You see, my LinkedIn content has got me over 500,000 followers. And for you to know my style, for you to know the learnings of why my content goes viral and what kind of content works the best for me, and how do I write my LinkedIn content, I'm going to attach a forensic analysis of my content writing style. Use that content DNA report, understand how I write, understand why my posts go viral, use all those learnings and convert that into a reusable prompt that I can use inside of custom GPT so that it follows all the instructions in the report. And every time I give a topic, it should be able to come up with a viral LinkedIn post exactly in my own style, which I can post on LinkedIn and it will go viral. Did you understand what I want you to do? Again, I end with a question. Did you understand what I want you to do? Okay, let us see what it understood. It is reading Google Drive, which it should not be, but that's okay. Let us see what it comes up with. Okay, I'm gonna just stop it because it just went a little off. I'm gonna say, did you understand what I want you to do? Explain me that first. Let's see if this works. Okay, there you go. Here it comes. Here is what you're asking for. Before I move forward, you want me to create one master prompt that can plug into custom GPT, will write LinkedIn posts, do it the content analysis, use your report, and turn all that into a prompt. Perfect. 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 What is the next step? All it needs is my forensic content DNA report. So it understood what I want. It understood for the fact that I want to convert the report into a reusable prompt, and it's gonna act like an expert prompt engineer. Perfect. I'm gonna say here is, I can just say it out. Here's the content DNA report of mine. Make sure you go through all of it in uttermost detail and convert that into a super extensive prompt which captures everything like I've mentioned above. Here is the report. And where is the report, guys? I'm acting as if I wrote the whole report, but all I did is I got ChatGPT to write the full report, and I'm gonna paste the report here. Okay, here it comes. I'm gonna click on the send. And let us wait for AI to be able to do its magic. It's right now thinking. So what is it doing? It is using a reasoning model right now, right, to be able to come up with it. And folks, look at this. It has started to come with its own prompt, master prompt for Webhub's viral LinkedIn post. Copy everything in this block into custom GPT instructions. And here comes the whole prompt. How crazy is this? Guys, drop a comment insane if you think this is insane. You know what? There you go. If you think this is insane, drop a comment insane. We just got AI to write this whole freaking prompt for us. How long is this? Now, there is one thing that is missing. Can anybody tell me what is missing in this prompt? Can anybody tell me what is missing in this prompt? Yes, the prompt doesn't have markdown. It just has role, but it is weird. It doesn't have anything in the format that we want it to have, which is okay. All I have to do is I'm basically going to ask AI to rewrite the whole prompt in the markdown prompting. So all I do is I just copy this. Okay. Come back here and I'm going to be like, hey, the prompt that you came up with is great. I want you to make sure you retain all the prompt information, but convert it into a format that I want you to, which is the markdown prompting format. So I'm going to share the format below, rewrite the whole prompt by capturing all the information that you have captured right now, but in the format that I've given to you below. And also give me the output in a code editor or a code block so that it's easy for me to copy the prompt. Here is the structure. And there you go, guys. I've pasted the prompt right here. Here's the structure, and I've pasted the structure. What did I ask AI? To rewrite the prompt in this structure. But there is one important thing that I mentioned it. I said, give me the output in a code editor or a code block. Why did I say that? So that the prompt will come in a box like this, where there is a nice little copy code option and all the markdown formatting is retained. Okay, that's why every time you ask it to write a prompt, always ask it to give you the output in a code editor or a code block. Are you clear? Remember this. There are little nuances that I'm teaching you in this process. I don't want you to forget them. Okay, here it comes. I've given it the structure. I'll click on the send button. Look at this. It is using the reasoning model. And folks, here it comes. Role, objective, context, instructions, one, two, three, And finally, the notes. We got the whole prompt in the format that we want it to be in. And this is how I went about writing a prompt for a custom GPT that I want to build, which is very, very advanced. So what did we do first, guys? The first step that we did is we basically told analyze my LinkedIn content and tell me how I write. That is basically what I told here. And then I gave all my LinkedIn content that I've written in the past. So what did AI do? AI gave me an extensive report. Of course, I gaslit it by saying, can you do a better job? Because Gemini is doing a better job. As a result, it gave me an even more extensive report. And then I took that report, went to a new chat GPT tool, and I said, take this report and convert this into a markdown prompting format prompt. And it just did. And it gave me this prompt. So guys, this is everything that I just did. I grabbed 10 of my highest engagement LinkedIn posts. I asked ChatGPT to dissect everything and give me a prompting writing DNA report. I used that writing DNA report into a prompt, and that is the prompt that I'm using inside of custom GPT. I told you it's going to change the way you solve problems forever if you learn how to go about this. Now that we have the prompt ready, I'm going to simply copy this, go to ChatGPT, go to explore and click on create this time again and jump to configure. This time I'm not going to use the create section. I'm going to use to configure and I will simply paste the prompt. Look at this. Our full markdown prompt, which can replicate our own style of writing, is ready right here. Yes, I would love to see some celebration emojis. We just ended up writing this prompt, right? Let's give it a try. Topic. Let's say the topic that I want to write a piece of content on actually is on this. Why Google will win the AI race eventually. Okay, this is the topic that I want to write content on because everybody thinks OpenAI is going to win the AI race. I truly believe Google is going to win the AI race eventually. And that is a topic that I gave. Okay, I'm going to click on the send. Let's see what it comes up with. Let's see if it's able to replicate my style of writing. This is the time to test this out. Okay, looks like it's going to the prompt to understand this better. Not sure why it's taking so long, but it's okay. Let's give it some time. Now, okay, as it's doing its work, right? Maybe it's taking a little long. I don't know why. Okay, the prompt is here. Just gonna say hello again. Okay, here it comes. Uh, Funny. Can you guys still hear me and see me? My power went away for a second. Guys, drop me a thumbs up if you guys can still hear
We
me and
can,
see
Vaibhav.
me and
Yes.
everything is all right. Yes. Okay, my power went off for a second, so I just want to be sure. Okay, here it comes, guys, and I think the Wi-Fi also switched. That is why it was acting weird for me. Okay, when I did a hello, it is able to respond. So I'm gonna give a topic. Topic: why Google will win the AI race. I'll click on the send. The AI race isn't about who builds faster models. It's about who controls the foundation everyone builds on. Quick decoding before the hype for Google quietly owns most of the race under this new economy. Search data, YouTube, Android, Chrome, Tensor. But you know what? I'm not going to use this post. I'm not going to use this post. You know what I'm going to do? I always do this. I'm going to be like, hey, looks like you didn't follow all the instructions that I've given below. Make sure you follow all the instructions that I've given below and come up with the LinkedIn post on the topic again. I just say that to make sure it comes up with a better output. These are all tricks of the trade. Okay. And I usually see 99% of the times it comes up with a better output. And here it comes. The AI war won't be won by the smartest model. It would be won by the company that already lives in your pocket. I love it. The first two lines are incredible. Here is why this matters to you. Everyone is chasing innovation, but Google is playing infrastructure and talks about the full infrastructure. And it ends with a question. Have you noticed how quietly Google's AI has started blending into your daily tools? Guys, here comes a LinkedIn post. I can say it is a 8.5 out of 10 for me. When it comes to replicating my style of writing, replicating my structure of writing. And of course, I always end with a question, and it just did. Brilliant. Now, ChatGPT works great. This is very helpful. But you know what? I told you I'm going to teach you a free way of doing this as well. I told you custom GPTs are paid. How do you do this for free? Well, for that, you use Gemini. When you go to gemini.google.com, even if you have the free account, you can go to explore gems on the sidebar. There's something called as gems. You can click on explore gems and click on create new. Now, this gems is basically like custom GPTs. So you can build apps inside of Gemini as well. But now you might have known why I didn't teach you this first. Because if you want to use Gemini gems, you have to write your own prompt. And I wanted to teach you how to write great prompts first and then teach you the free tool. But now that we learned how to write a great prompt, I'm going to simply copy this prompt, come to Gemini Gems, and it's completely free. Paste this prompt right here. Call this whatever I want to call it, right? And I can simply save it. And you know what? We have a very similar tool like the custom GPTs inside of Gemini. But the crazy part about this is it is going to be free of cost. It is going to be free for you to use this tool. Let's give it the same topic. I'm going to use the reasoning model. Let's give the same topic why Google will win the AI race. And let's see, Gemini came up with a better post or ChatGPT came up with a better post. I just gave it the topic. Let's wait for it to come up with the output. I always prefer the 2.5 Pro model. OpenAI is capturing all the headlines, but Google is quietly positioned to win the real AI war. My goodness. The first line, just the first line in itself, I think Gemini won for me. But you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to gaslight it. I'm going to say you didn't do a good job, do a better job. And that's something that I'm going to send by default just to make sure that this AI models are working harder for us to come up with better outputs. Right? And that is what I just do here. Let me see if it can come up with a better output or not. Okay, here it comes. Everyone is watching OpenAI, but Google is quietly building that engine that will win the real race. Here is why your workflow, here is why it matters for you for workflow today. A quick decode of your unfair advantage, massive distribution, proprietary data, full stack control, and research mode. My goodness. Guys, this is a 9.5 out of 10 for me for sure. I mean, look at this. Gemini just came up with a much better, I think it just this time it did a much better job than that of ChatGPT for sure. It replicated my style of writing better, and I like the fact that it broke them down into multiple pillars. While ChatGPT spoke about, the same things, but it broke it down better. Massive distribution. Instead of saying Google and YouTube, it spoke about distribution. It spoke about data. It spoke about full stack control, which is GPUs, hardware, and everything, and the research mode as well. I feel Gemini did a better job. But what do you guys like? Do you guys like ChatGPT more or Gemini more? Guys, it's all a preference. There is no good or bad thing. It's all a preference. But looks like most of you people like the Gemini answer, and a few people also like the ChatGPT answer, which is fine. Like I said, it's all about preference. You can use the tool that you think is better for yourself. But folks, this is how. you go about building an advanced GPT by writing your own prompt. Do you guys like what you're seeing so far? From a scale of 1 to 10, how is the session going? Guys, why don't you set your chat to everyone? You can see there is an option, there will be an option to change this chat to everyone on your chat box. You will see it set to hosts and co-hosts. You can change that to everyone and let me know from a scale of 1 to 10, how is it going? Change that to everyone and let the other people also see it. From a scale of 1 to 10, how is it going? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Awesome. A solid 9 is some few people say. Few people are giving it 0. Well, I'm doing my best, but I know for a fact I can't make everybody happy as well. Right? So I'm absolutely fine by it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm glad you guys are all having most of you people at least are having a great time. Right? Now, this is how you go about this, right? Of building a great GPT. Now, I was thinking, how about we do one more example? And what example do we pick? Well, you know what? Today, some time back, when I opened the chat, a lot of people started to ask me questions. A few people are still asking me questions. For example, Umer is like, can you do a quick recap of this prompt building thing? A lot of you people have a lot of questions. But you know what? It's impossible for me to clear all your doubts because there are literally 10,000 people on this call. A lot more than 10,000 people on this call. So I was like, how about I build an app right now in front of you, which can clear doubts of all of you people? Should we build a custom GPT, which is an AI mentor, which can literally answer every single question of yours? Should we build that right now? Should we build that right now? Yes. Let us do it. Let us do that right now. Let us build an AI mentor. Let's use Gemini this time, which can answer questions of all of you people of this session. Now you'll be like, Webhav, how the hell will AI answer all the questions from this session when AI didn't even attend the session? How will AI get to know about the session? Well, you know what? Yesterday, while we told you you will not be getting the recording, we still recorded the session. And that is because we wanted the transcript of the session. What you're looking at is 580 pages of every single word that was spoken yesterday during the yesterday's session. That is why we recorded it. Now that we have this full document of 580 pages, now you'll be like, Weber, how did you get this document? Well, there is a tool called as happyscribe.com. Because we recorded that video, we got the recording from Zoom. And when I upload that video into this tool called as HappyScribe, which is completely free of cost, by the way, it will give me a transcript like this. And that is what I just did. I uploaded the yesterday's recording and it gave me a transcript file like this, which basically is the subtitles. Everything, this is a subtitle tool generator, and I'm using the subtitles text as the knowledge base. So I'm going to give this file to Gemini, and I'm going to be like, every time someone asks you a question, go through this 580 pages, find the right answer, and then explain that answer back to the person who is asking that question. That is what we're going to do. Am I making sense? We're going to give this file to Gemini. Okay. And we are going to ask Gemini to basically, every time a question is asked, to go through this document and find the answer and tell us the answer. For that, I need to write a prompt. So I'm going to come to Gemini here and I'm going to be like, you are an expert prompt engineer who has worked for the Google Gemini team. I want you to write a super extensive prompt for a Gemini gem for Outskill AI mentor. The job of this Gemini gem is that every time when someone asks a question, and all the people who will ask a question are people who attended the Generative AI mastermind by Outskill. And every time someone asks a question, your job is to understand the question, look for the answer in the transcript attached to you as a knowledge base, find the answer, and once you find the answer, understand the answer, and respond back to the learner like you are the best teacher in the world. In case a question is asked to you which was not covered in the session, or you were not able to find that in the transcript, just tell the learner that probably it was not covered in the session, and try to research it themselves on the internet to find the right answer. And if worst case, they could also write an email to hi@outskill.com. But most likely it was not covered in the session, and that is what I want you to explicitly mention rather than guessing an answer. Only give answers that you're able to find in the transcript. That is the prompt I want you to write. So guys, I just explained what I want, AI to do for me, right? And I'm just gonna send this. Let us see the prompt it comes up with. You can see I'm using the 2.5 Pro model, because of which it's a reasoning model. Now it's developing the prompt structure, and soon should be able to give us a great prompt. And here comes the whole prompt. But obviously, this prompt is not in the format that we wanted to, and we want the prompt in the markdown prompting. So I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna be like, can you rewrite the whole prompt in the markdown prompting format and give me the output in a code editor or a code block? Here is the format. You just know this. I did it last time as well, so that even Gemini follows the format that I wanted to follow. And I also said code editor or code block again. You know why I did that as well. Click on the send. It's consolidating the format right now. And here comes the whole prompt, guys. Here comes the whole prompt. Looks super technical, but I don't need to understand because it's optimized for Gemini gems. All right. The prompt is here. I'm going to simply copy this. Come here to explore gems. Click on new gem, and I'm going to paste the prompt. Right. And now I can call this the Outskill AI mentor. Right. I can give a description. Answers questions for learners who attended the Generative AI Mastermind by Outskill. There you go. I've given the explanation as well. And finally, there is something called as knowledge, which allows me to upload a file. You remember the transcript? I said I will attach it in the knowledge base. This is where I can upload a file. So click on upload file. And I just attach the knowledge base right here. Okay. Looks like it is just done. All I have to do is click on the save button right now. And that's it, guys. We have our Outskill AI mentor ready. Answers questions, and it's perfect, and it's all here. So, Funny, why don't you ask me a very difficult question from yesterday? Let us see if it's able
I
to
had
answer it.
used a bunch of tools and everything around that. Can we ask it to like do a recap of everything?
We can. Okay, let us do that. Yesterday, one of the mentor taught us how to build this landing page, and this guy like showed so many tools, and I was watching a Netflix show while the session was happening, so I missed out on it, and now I realize how powerful that was. So could you please explain me everything that he did step by step, the tools that he used, and why he used what he used? Okay, let us see what it comes up with. Let's see if it's able to come up with the process. And that's what I want to look at right now. And all the tools that you used. Okay. It's analyzing the transcript right now. It's doing a lot of work because it's 500 pages. That is excellent. The session was taught by Funny Krishna. You can see this. It pulled the name of the mentor properly. Defining the goal. The mentor presented a real world scenario of Outskill's existing landing page, which had conversion rate of 6%. The goal was to move it to 14% using AI to do analysis and strategy pre-production. He used the tool Go Full Page, the reason why, then why he used what he used, and then He used the agentic AI building tool like Bolt, Lovable, and Replit to be able to build a full landing page.
Wow.
Review, edit, and deploy post production, and bonus end to end automation with Comet browser as well. How cool is that? Where he did a bunch of things on Comet. Did you use something for Comet as well here?
Yes, yes, I did.
My
I also
goodness,
taught them how they can build their personal portfolio website and stuff.
crazy. And that is what it was able to pick up. You can see this.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
folks, how insane do you think this is? If you think this was insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. It was able to do a phenomenal job actually, right here. Let me ask one more quick question. What were some of the tools that were used for data analysis using AI? Let us see what it comes up with. Funny, is my screen blurred?
no, Vaibhav, it's clear.
Okay, cool. Looks like for a few people it is blurred. Can't do much. But okay. All right. Okay, look at that. ChatGPT, numerous AI, Claude, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, all these tools were covered right here. So, folks, that is how you end up building an app using a knowledge base which can now answer every single question of yours. Now, as I'm teaching this, funny, I have an idea. What if, okay, this is going to be interesting. What if this app that we just built is inside of Gemini Jam? Of course, I can share it with anyone and they can answer questions. They can use this app, right? But what if we could actually convert this into an app, like a proper app, pull this out of Gemini, okay? Give a nice little user interface to this and convert this into an actual app. Guys, would you want to see that? Would you want to see something like that on how you can take this app outside of Gemini and actually build that into a full-fledged app? Don't you think that will be very, very cool? Yes. Should we do that? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Let us do that right now. So how do we convert this into an app that all of us can actually use, or like a with its own user interface? Okay. I want you guys to focus on this one. For that, there are two things that are needed. One is the backend. There has to be some AI platform like this, which could be used for it to work. And then is front end, which is the user interface of it. So for you to build an AI agent like this, beyond of Gemini, you can use this crazy to build advanced apps. So I can simply go to Agent Studio. Okay, we have actually done all the work already, right? All of these needs a prompt. I can click on single agent. I can log in into this app, click on single agent, and this is the UI it drops into. Now it looks very complex, but it actually is not. Let's read each one of them. The first thing it's asking, what is the name of this agent? I'll call this the Outskill AI Mentor. What is the description? We already have the description inside of Gemini, right? We already built the app. We already have the description. We already have the prompt as well. So not to worry about anything for us, right? We have everything that we need. So it's asked me for description, and now it's asking me which AI provider do I want to use. I can use Google, or I can use OpenAI as well. I can use anything that I want. So let's say 2.5 Flash. Now it's asking me the role, agent role. I already have the prompt here, right? Where I actually have the role as well. So let me go back to the prompt very quickly. We've generated this prompt. So the role is right here. I'm just going to copy this part and I'm going to paste it inside of the role. Then there is agent goal. Goal and objective are the same things, guys. We have the objective right here, which is also the goal. So I'm going to just copy this, paste it. This tool needs the prompt broken down. That's it. And then rest of it, like context and instructions, right? That we have right here. I'm going to copy the rest of it. and come here and paste it in agent instructions. There you go. I just pasted the prompt that I copied from Gemini. Are we clear here? Is this part clear? We gave the same name, description. We selected our AI model because this is an agent builder. This is not of Google or anything. You can use any AI model out there and just pasted the prompt, right? And of course, I can simply click on this one button to improve the prompt as well, but I'm going to leave it as it is. Now, there is something called as knowledge base right here. I can simply turn this on, and either I can upload a new knowledge base by creating create new, but for this for just quick things, I'm gonna use a knowledge base or the transcript, right? The knowledge base is this transcript. I have already attached a very old transcript, but I just don't want to waste time by clicking on create new and all. Just attach it and click on save. Exactly the same thing that we did so far. We just entered the prompt here and we entered the knowledge base right here as well. Simple. Once you're done, I can simply click on create. That's it. What it has done is it has just created an app backend right now, and I can test it out if it's working or not. So I can say, what was the tool used for AI on Excel and Google Sheets? I can simply ask a question, and this tool should be able to use the provider and find the answer right here. Like I said, this is a slightly older one where we hadn't covered the Google Sheets thing. So it's like it was probably not covered because this is a recent edition that we did. But you can see it was able to say probably it was not covered here, right? So it is working. It is working. Now, how do I build this into an agent, right? I told you we're going to build a nice UI for this. How do I do that? And I also told you this is a backend. So this is the backend of the tool. It works fine right now. Now it needs a UI. How do I build it? Well, this tool cannot do it because this is just the backend of the tool. I have to click on this agent API option here. Okay. Tap on this. There is something called as inference right here. You don't need to know any of this. You just need to follow these steps, by the way. I tap on inference. Here comes the code. I just copy this. That's it. Okay. And then I can go to a tool like Replit or Bolt or anything that you like. Okay. And I can just paste a code like this. I just paste the code that I got from Lizer. You can see this. I just pasted this code here to Lizer on Replit. And I'm going to just give a prompt. I want you to build a beautiful chat interface for the Outskill AI mentor and connect it to the Lizer agent backend using the code that I've given below. Everything that you need is mentioned in the code given below using API code, everything around it. Use all that information to build a beautiful app for this. Use black and white colors. Give a very chat GPT like feeling. That's all I have to say, guys. I just copied the code that I got here. I built this app. I click on Agent API, went to inference, copied this code and pasted it. And all I have to do is click on start chat. That's it. And you know what? This tool, like you guys saw yesterday, is gonna plan the whole thing and convert this into an app. By the way, I built a similar app like this some time back just so that I can show you. And this is the app Replit was able to build it into. It uses Lizer in the backend. Look at the UI, guys. Look at the UI. This is the tool that Replit was able to build for us, which is the Outskill AI mentor. And I can ask questions and it will use the Lizer backend for all the AI computations, like using the prompt, using the knowledge base, and it will be able to give us all the answers. Drop in a heart if you like what you're seeing, right? What we just did was absolutely crazy, right? We ended up building an app inside of GPT, wrote the own prompt, used markdown prompting to write it, put the knowledge base inside of this, build that inside of Gemini Gems, and then we pulled it out using the Lizer Studio. And look at that, it works right now very, very well, right? Pulled it into Lizer Studio, pasted the same prompt, uploaded the same knowledge base, clicked on Agent API, copied the code, went to Replit and wrote a simple prompt. I want to build this into an app and pasted that code. And that led to a beautiful app like this. How crazy is this? And these are the kind of crazy stuff that you can build with AI already today. But you know what? I feel we can take this to one more step deeper. And a few people requested for this as well for me. And you know what that one more step is? What if we convert this whole app into a voice app? That is, what if I talk to it and it talks back to me? Like I can get on a call with the AI mentor and ask all the doubts, and the AI mentor will answer all the questions for me. Wouldn't that be insane? Would you want me to do that? Drop a boom in the chat. Yes, folks, that is what we are gonna just do right now. Okay, that is what we're gonna build right now for ourselves. I'm gonna teach you how you can convert the same Outskill AI mentor that we built into a voice app which we can talk to and can talk back to us, giving us all the answers. But I've stopped sharing my screen, and that is because my throat is hurting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Okay, but it's not a break for you, because we have Funny here who's gonna come back. Funny, I want you to fill in for me for the next 5 minutes, where I want you to teach them the same presentation workflow that you showed me yesterday. Right?
Yeah,
So Funny,
a lot of people were asking me to teach them the presentation, how to make presentations with AI as well. So I will quickly cover that as you go ahead and sip some water, Webhub.
okay, guys, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna teach you how you can teach class on this using AI, using a workflow. We don't teach tools. Like you guys know, we all are about going about workflows, and that is what we're going to teach you. Once it finishes that, I'm right here. I'm just chilling. I'm watching what Funny is doing. I'm going to come back after 5 minutes because that will allow me a good break. And I'm going to teach you how to convert the whole damn thing into a voice agent. And after that, just for people to know, after that, I'm going to teach you, actually I'm going to show you every single workflow, every single tool that I use today, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek of how I work as an AI generalist, because that's again a big requested thing. So I wanted to do that as well, so you don't want to miss out on. If you want to take a quick 2-minute break, and if presentation is not important for you, go sip some water, come back like I do, and but be back on time because I don't want you guys to miss out on the stuff. Okay, over to you, Funny.
Perfect, perfect. So, folks, a lot of you asked me to teach you how you can go about building presentations and designing presentations with AI yesterday. And this was a real use case that I was kind of working on, wherein, like I told you about Outskill yesterday and us being a global brand, I had the project of doing research on how we can go ahead and launch AI workshops and AI courses in the LATAM regions. And I had to submit an entire report to Webhub actually. And this is the entire workflow that I had built out. I sent the whole presentation to him, and he in fact asked me to show him the entire workflow that I had followed to do this entire research and build the presentation. So I thought, why not come here and show the same to all of you as well, so that you can also go ahead and do the same. By the way, while doing this, I was researching about tools that can help me design these presentations. And I found of designing presentations, right? It's super good. And it's not a tool that you would have probably heard of before, right? So firstly, for us to go ahead and build a presentation, we need slides, right? And to be able to get the slides, we have to do our own research. And here I am looking to see whether we can launch Outskill in the LATAM markets. And if yes, what are some of the opportunities that we really need to go ahead and look at? So to do my research, I'm going to come into ChatGPT. I'm going to use ChatGPT as my research assistant here. And inside of ChatGPT, you would know by now that there is a deep research option. So this is what I'm going to go ahead and select. And I'm going to give ChatGPT a prompt right now that I had previously already used, right? And this again, like I have been using since yesterday, is in the magic prompt formula structure itself, where I'm giving it a role of an expert management consultant. And by being an expert management consultant, I'm asking it to do insane or extended research on edtech market of LATAM countries to see how well Outskill can do if we go ahead and launch these AI courses in the LATAM region. So it's searching the web. It's going to identify the market opportunity, what is the market size and everything around it. But while this is doing that, I also know, or from yesterday's learnings, we also know that Perplexity is also incredible with research. So I'm going to open a new tab, and because I'm using the Comet browser here, I can simply go ahead and paste this same prompt and use the research option right here inside of Perplexity as well. And I hit enter because as we saw yesterday, Perplexity has the ability of going deeper into multiple different sources. As I'm speaking, it already went into 20 different sources at this point of time, and it's going to continue to do that. Takes about 2 minutes, but let's come back to ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT has given us. It has given us the market size and growth. It was in 2024 itself, it was valued at approximately $16.2 billion dollars with projections to reach $50.4 billion dollars by 2033, which tells us that there is an incredible opportunity in the LATAM regions. There is demand. What are the different government initiatives that we should probably consider so that we could probably go ahead and partner with these government initiatives as well? And what is the strategic fit for Outskill? What are the different recommendations? And all of that is what ChatGPT has given us right here. But let us see what Perplexity goes ahead and gives us. It has done all of the steps, and as you can see, it has gone into 78 sources altogether. I can simply click on this and get to see all the different links as well. I come back into the research mode, and it has done extensive research about all of the different market size as of today, what it is going into, and what is the growth opportunity and everything around it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this entire research by Perplexity as well, come back into ChatGPT, give the entire download of what Perplexity has given me as well. And then I'm going to ask ChatGPT to combine both of these research that has happened, one by ChatGPT and one by Perplexity. And then I'm going to ask it to convert all of that into slides. So here is the instruction that I am now going to go ahead and give ChatGPT. Hey, the research that you have done is great, but I've also gone ahead and done a lot of research all by myself about the growth opportunities in the LATAM region for Outskill. I want you to go ahead and combine both of these research pieces done by you and the input that I have given you. Combine both of this research and give me 10 slides that summarizes all of this information. I would like to use these slides to go ahead and build a very good presentation that I can go ahead and share with my founder to show him the opportunities that exist in the LATAM regions right now. So give me 10 slides that summarizes all of this research that we have done here. So this is what I'm asking ChatGPT to do. And let's give it a go and let us see what starts happening. It has started to outline the slide breakdown right here, what it is going to include in each of these 10 slides. These 10 slides would provide a detailed overview of the market and everything around it. Let me know if you would like to refine this further. I'm going to say, I like the outline that you have given over here. I want you to go ahead and include details from all of the research that we have done into each of these slides and give me the final content for each of these slides. We have the outline right here. And now I've asked it to give us the final content that can go into each of these slides as well. So folks, in the last 3 minutes, we ended up doing the research that we want, and we ended up converting that entire research into these slides as well. Drop in a heart if you have understood this entire process so far, and you could go ahead and do literally the same for any other topic that you might have to go ahead and build a presentation on. What is the next thing that we have to do? The next thing that we have to do is to convert all of these into beautiful looking slides. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy the content of all of this, and here is where I'm going to use the Apple of probably designing presentations as of today. I'm not going to share the link of this particular tool already, but I will share it after I show the entire tool to you. So this is a tool that you can essentially use to build presentations, and these presentations look killer. I'll actually do a demo of the whole thing, right? So once you log in into the tool, you come into this kind of a page where it has multiple options for you. You can paste text to generate the entire presentation, or you can generate it from a new prompt, or you can also go ahead and import content from other places. I'm just simply going to go ahead and click on paste text here because we already have the text that ChatGPT has given us. And once I do that, this is where I can go ahead and paste the entire text, right? So it has a long context window. I was able to go ahead and paste the content of all the 10 slides, and I can simply go ahead and click on continue. Now, the beauty about this tool and why it is so different from all of the other PPT generators out there is because this also has AI inbuilt inside of it. So while we have done our research already, it is going to go through the entire content, analyze it, and add its own flavor to it because it is also being powered by AI. So it gives us a very good storyline, converted that into a very good storyline for us. And then we have the option of now just simply clicking on this button, create presentation. And when we go ahead and do that, we can either add the images using any of the image models that we learned about yesterday, or we can simply say add placeholder images. In the interest of time, I'm going to say add placeholder images because yesterday we saw that image models do take some time to generate the images, but that is a beautiful feature that this application gives you, right? And when you do that, it basically creates images using AI based on the text that you have. And there you go. Our entire presentation is all ready right here. 7 chapters, all the slides. This one is still loading up. But as you can see, the sixth one has already loaded up. And this is what we have. Folks, drop in a heart if you love the pace at which it has gone ahead and designed this whole thing. I'm going to quickly read it out so that you get a sense of the content as well. Latam EdTech Market and Outskill AI course launch strategy, exploring growth opportunities for Outskill's AI education programs in Latin America. I can simply click on this option right here and change the way this looks as well. I can say title only, or I can give it a glow, or I can also have an image right here and make it even more interactive, or I can have a full screen cover and it's going to look beautiful like this. The second slide, market potential and growth projections. Mobile learning is the fastest growing segment, expected to exceed 27.8 billion in 2024 with significant momentum. Government support is increasing across countries like Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, and all of these places. Look at this, folks, the detailing. This is what I actually built out and sent to Webhub, and he was able to summarize a lot of growth opportunities that we could have in the LATAM regions. And this is how all of you could go ahead and use or the whole workflow to be able to build your own presentations. Or if you already have the content ready, you could use this tool. I'm sharing the link on the chat. You could use Chronicle to go ahead and make your presentations. Did you all like that? Yes, on the chat if you found that useful.
Awesome. Thank you, Funny. Thank you for covering up for me. And thank you for making even the break time so insightful. Guys, can we drop a thank you for Funny? He just came across this new workflow, not literally yesterday, but a few weeks back. And I thought, you guys should know about it because it's so bloody cool. Awesome. All right, all right, all right. Perfect. Guys, now I told you that I'm going to teach you something fun, right? I told you that we're going to take it to the next level, and we're going to do that right now. We spoke about how we could convert the whole thing into a voice agent. I want you to come out of the presentation world and get back into the problem solving world again. And we literally built out an app on Gemini Gems. And then we took it out using Lizer and gave it a front end using Replit as well to build an app as well. Now, I also told you, you can convert the same thing into a voice agent. How do you do that? Well, for that, what I want you guys to use is this incredible tool called as Vapi. Now, guys, let me give you a heads up. Neither Lizer is free nor Vapi is free. None of the AI tools can work for free except for ChatGPT and Gemini. Let me make that very, very clear because all these AI tools are expensive to run. So if you are one of those people who wants everything in life for free, well, the AI world is not for you, right? You have to be willing to spend some money, but it's not very expensive, right? And that is what you would see here. Vapi is this incredible tool which can build voice agents. And this is one of the best tools, probably close to $500 million in valuation. But this is what we use internally today to make over 10,000 calls a month. Okay. Now, let me show you what we do. If you click on open dashboard, because I've already logged in inside of this app, I can simply go to assistants. I can simply click on create new assistant. Now, the best part about this is you already have learned how to do this using Lizer. It's very simple, right? It's a different app. That's it. I'll click on create new assistant. And here we are. Now, here in the same way, I can select which AI model I want. Let's say I want GPT-5 for the best outputs. And then let's say this is the first message. Hello, how are you? And then we have to enter the system prompt. Well, again, it's the same thing, right? We already wrote this prompt some time back, right? And I just paste the prompt here. We had written this prompt right here, and I just paste it in the same way. There you go. The system prompt is ready. And once the prompt is done, what do we have to upload? The knowledge base, right? Which is the transcript. And I can also upload the knowledge base. I'm going to randomly upload one of the older knowledge bases right here, which is already uploaded. It's the same thing. Prompt, base. But this time, because it's a voice agent, I can select a voice. So I'm going to jump to voice. There are hundreds of voices that this tool gives us for free that we can use. But because I'm slightly an advanced user, I'm going to select a manual voice ID. Okay. But you don't have to worry about this if you don't know what is a manual voice ID. I'm slightly advanced as a user. As a result, I'm using a voice ID here, but you can select any of the voices that are already present. Okay, I can simply click on publish, and that's it. It's published, guys. Now I can talk to this assistant. Now let me just click on talk to assistant. Give it a second.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing great and ready to help with anything from the masterclass. What would you like to dig into? Prompt engineering, workflow, automation, custom GPTs,
Could you
image,
tell me
video
about
tools,
the
or
prompting
something else from
formula that was taught? I want to know about that.
Great question. The
And yes,
magic
guys,
prompt
that
formula
is
is
my
one of the
voice.
core techniques
That
we
is my
emphasized
voice,
in the
by the way,
masterclass to
FYI.
make your prompts clear, controllable, and consistently effective. Here's the exact structure we taught and why each part matters. 1. Role persona. What you do, tell the AI who to be. Why it matters? It primes the model's tone,
Awesome.
criteria, and
Could you
decision
tell me
making.
the tool that was used for AI on Excel sheets and Google Sheets?
Great recall. In the masterclass, the tool we used for AI inside Excel and Google Sheets was numerous.ai. What it does adds an AI function layer to Sheets Excel so you can run tasks like sentiment.
So, folks, what do you think of that? We just converted this Gemini agent into a voice agent that talks and sounds exactly like me. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I hope you guys just loved what you just saw. Somebody has just sent their email saying, can you please send the recording? I don't know if you have just woken up in the morning and come right now. We don't share recordings. Okay. But I want you guys to focus and learn right now. Okay. And that is how you can go about building a voice agent. Drop in a heart, guys, if you like what you saw so far. We just converted the whole damn thing into a voice agent right now. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant. Awesome. So, folks, what all did we, accomplish so far? Right? We went about figuring out Markdown prompting. Of course, we did a agent on ChatGPT, which was the Twitter bot. All right, and then we went about doing Markdown prompting, learning Markdown prompting. Then we wrote our first prompt by breaking down using problem solving using AI. We broke down and built our own prompt using Markdown prompting for the viral LinkedIn post writer. Use that prompt inside of ChatGPT, custom GPT to get LinkedIn posts in your own style. And then we took that prompt into Gemini Gems because Gemini Gems was supposedly free. And then we built a new agent, which was a Q&A agent where we were able to upload a knowledge base and was able to answer questions of ours. And then we took that out into Lizer as a platform, which was the backend of the AI agent tool. And we used that platform to build the same agent and we gave it a UI using Replit. And then we used Vapi to convert the whole damn thing into a voice agent as well. And of course, Funny gave you a nice bonus tool in the middle on how to go about building a presentation using a workflow using AI as well. Now, before I move on, I want to ask a question to all of you people. Are you guys feeling extremely accomplished? Hell yeah in the chat. If you're feeling, change the chat to everyone. Hell yeah in the chat if you're feeling extremely accomplished today. Now that we have gone through so much, I don't know, in the last 2.5 hours. Yes, incredible. Now, there is something very important. I'm glad all of you guys, or at least I can't make everyone happy. That's what we have realized. At least majority of the people have found a lot of value with everything that we have done. All right. With that being said, I just have 1 more hour with me before your lunch break starts. And I want the next 1 hour to be the most impactful 1 hour of your lives. And I'm not even kidding. Right? So I was thinking, what do I show you? What do I teach you something that will inspire you for the next couple of years? What do I do here? And that is where I decided I will show you how I work using AI, the workflows that I use, the kind of advanced tools that I use, the kind of advanced AI agents that I use, the kind of advanced automations that I use, the kind of tools that I use, how I use, what kind of workflows do I use it for? What am I able to accomplish with AI today as an AI generalist? I thought I wanted to show you all of that without hiding anything so that you get inspired and take all these learnings. And after the 2 days of mastermind is over, don't stop your journey after 2 days of mastermind, but actually continue learning yourself. Because everything that I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to give you how to learn all of these things in a roadmap for free, which you're going to get end of today for people who are on the call. We are not going to email, we are not going to WhatsApp. Okay. You have to be on the call and we will drop it at any point of time. And if you're on the call, you are going to get the whole roadmap for free as well so that you can learn everything yourself. But the next 1 hour, while I can't teach you everything, I want to show you how I work using AI. I want you guys to sit back and see the show of what is the possibility of AI. Would you want me to do that? Drop in a heart, drop in a heart if you guys want me to do that, where I show you everything and anything I use as an AI generalist. Yeah. Why don't you guys drop in some booms in the chat as we get started? And I will teach you the reflection of how, or I will show you how I work as an AI generalist. So, folks, in this process, not just you will learn how I work as an AI generalist, but also very importantly, I will slightly go deeper into the roadmap that Funny must have covered yesterday. He must have showed you on a high level roadmap. I wanted to go slightly deeper on that same roadmap so that you guys can put in or build up more context. Okay. Now let me go through each one of them. Folks, the level 1 of being an AI generalist is something very, very powerful, foundational, and is extremely important as well. You need to have the ability to master prompting using AI. Today you learned today you learned, yesterday you learned magic prompt formula. Today you learned the markdown prompting, the bunch of other prompting frameworks that you need to learn as well. And we're going to give you the roadmap it's going to have everything. You can read about them and learn all of them. I don't want to bore you with that. But what I want to tell you today is that you should also have the ability to play with hundreds of AI models out there and see which AI model is better for what and have that power to unleash the true potential of these AI models. Yesterday, we showed you this very incredible platform called as Open Router, right? It is right here. It's called Open Router, right? And on Open Router, what it does is if I go to rankings, right, it literally has 550 models on my account right now. But if I go to rankings, and let's say if I select the use cases, let's say marketing, the top AI models that are being used for marketing is GPT OSS 20 billion, Quen 330 billion, Sonnet 4, Llama 3.37 billion instruct, Gemini 2.5 Flash is anyways on Gemini. But what if you want to use these models? How do you use them? You have to use Open Router for that. But how do you use Open Router? Open Router is for developers. You can't use Open Router yourself. Well, for this, you can use a very cool tool like, what I say is Bolt. By the way, I use this tool a lot as well. Bolt is this very interesting tool. What it does is actually quite crazy. Okay. Using this is Bolt AI, not the Bolt that we used yesterday. FYI, this is a tool that I use quite often where I have integrated Open Router right here. You can see that. As a result, I can literally have the superpower of using all the 500 AI models on a single platform. Look at that. Drop in a heart if you think this is absolutely wild. All the 500 AI models are on a single platform. Let's say I want to use Quen 30 billion A3B, which is in the top 3 models. I can select that model, ask a question that I want. And you know what? This tool, because it integrates with multiple AI models, it can use that specific AI model via Open Router and it can give me the answer. And here it comes. Now, all of a sudden, as an AI generalist, I have the power to use the best AI models in the world. Now, I don't stop here. I don't stop here. There is one other thing that I do as well. And you know what that is? When I click on this expand button, something called as the playground opens up. What is a playground? I will not go deep into what temperature, max tokens, presence penalty, frequency penalty, and all these are, because you will have a document that you will get, which will have explanation of all of this. You'll get it towards the end of today. But what is important for you to know is that these are basically like the settings of an AI model. As you change the settings of these AI models, the kind of outputs that you get from these AI models fundamentally changes. You cannot find these settings on a chat GPT, Gemini, or a Claude. And this is what an AI generalist can do. He or she knows how can they change the parameters to get the kind of outputs that they want. And you need to learn how to play with these parameters as well. Now, there is one more app that I also use for all of this, and that is called as Multi. GetMulti.ai. I'm not sure if this was covered yesterday or not, but this is also a very incredible app. And the way I use this app is slightly different, by the way. This app basically has, if I go to GetMulti.ai, right, I have taken, by the way, none of these apps can come for free for you, obviously, right? All these are paid apps, but I have taken the 16,000 rupees subscription, which is lifetime subscription of Multi. Because of which, what happens here is, now that I have this, I can bring my own API key. So this platform allows me to again integrate with Open Router, which I could do it here. You can see this. If I go to settings, I can get my own key right here. And once I do that, right? Now, the beauty of this app is I can literally compare multiple AI models. Funny, did we cover this yesterday?
Yes, Vaibhav, we did.
Oh, okay. Then if you have covered, then it's fine. I don't remember. But again, right, I can select multiple AI models. Actually, I can select up to 20 AI models, which are all from Open Router, right? And I can just send a prompt. And you know what? look at this. It can give me responses from multiple AI models at once. And I can select what to answer, do what it is, and pick the answer that I like. Guys, isn't this insane? Isn't this insane? Drop in a heart if you think this is insane. All of a sudden, you're able to get multiple AI models to work for you. But you know what? These are the tools that I use. What if I tell you, I take it to the next level? And this is, I'm still on level one. This is how I use my AI, right? I take it to the next level. How do I take it to the next level? You know what? There are cases where I want to run my own AI model on my computer. And you can do that today. You can run an AI on your computer so that it will run on your computer's hardware. As a result, it can run for free. It can run for life for free without even having internet access. It doesn't even need internet access for that. And for that, I use an app called as olama.com. Olama allows you to install a software on your computer, Windows or Mac or Linux, it doesn't matter. And that will allow you to install a bunch of AI models which are open source so that they can run on your computer for free without internet access for life. Let me show you how this looks. By the way, you have to use terminal, and just so that you know that it is running on my computer locally right now, let me show you an example. I can just say Olama. Okay, this is currently running on my computer's terminal. You can see that. And it gives me a bunch of commands. I can say Olama list. It will give me all the models that are running on my computer. Look at this, guys. Isn't this absolutely wide? Right now on my computer, I am running GPT OSS 120 billion, Quen 330 billion, GPT OSS 20 billion model, Gamma 3, which is by Google, Llama by Meta, DeepSeek, which is a Chinese model, Llama again, which is by Meta. I'm literally running all these AI models on my computer. And if I want to use one of the AI models, I can say Olama run GPT OSS 20 billion. Okay. And you know what? In some time, it will be all ready to run that AI model. This is my activity monitor. You can see this, and you can see GPU, because all these AI models uses the GPU of your computer. Every computer has graphical processing unit, and all these AI models uses the GPU. Okay, so I come here and I say, write an essay on what came first. I know it's going to be a fun one. Chicken or egg? Okay. It's a weird question. I just want to show you that as an example. And all of a sudden, I'm using OpenAI's GPT OSS, which is an open source model, which is a 20 billion parameter model, to come up with an answer. Okay. For me, it is still rolling. You can see it has started to think right now because it is a reasoning model. And you know what? All of this is running literally on my computer. It can work without internet, literally on my computer right now. And you can see it has started to give the answer. And you can see this. Olama is using 88.3% or 90% of my graphical processing unit at this point of time to be able to run this AI model and give me this output. So all this output is literally coming from an AI that is running on my computer right now for free. Isn't it insane? Now, you will be like, Webber, who is going to use such boring looking UI? Well, you are right. I don't use it either. That's where I use Bolt again for this. What I do is I've also integrated Olama with my Bolt. So I can just select Olama and you can see all the AI models are visible right here again. And I can select whichever model I want, ask a question. Now, all of a sudden, I'm using Olama with a beautiful UI of Bolt without a problem. And the best part, I can also go advanced and change the parameters of this model. So you can literally run an AI model on your computer with a beautiful UI and also change all the parameters that you want. This is how I use AI today. And that is just the level one. And by the way, if you guys are wondering, how can you learn all of this? How can you integrate all of this? How can you set everything up? The roadmap will have all this information covered. You will get that roadmap for free for people who are still there till the end of today. right? For free. You can follow all of that. And probably it will take you about 3 months for you to master the level one. And I want you guys to. Okay, I want you. How many of you guys will master the power of level one? How many of you guys realize the power of the fact that you can use multiple AI models, change the parameters of this, run your own AI model on your computer? Literally, you can build an app using an AI that is running locally on your computer and whatnot. That is just level one, guys. Just level one. Now, I wanted to show you something else. This is basic prompting and everything around it, right? What if I told you I have automated most of the things in my life? And the way I've automated most of my things in my life is using something called as MCP, Model Context Protocol. And that is level two, guys, in your AI generalist. In AI generalist, it's all about how can you, build automations in your life. And for those automations, you use something called as MCP. Now you'll be like, what the hell is MCP? It sounds very technical. Well, while it sounds technical, it actually is not. Let me explain you what I mean by that. You see, MCPs is what is going to change our lives forever. Because you know what? MCP is that protocol which connects, which literally connects the apps that you use to do your job with AI assistant. Because most of us do our work on different apps. Yes. Do you guys agree? Most of you guys use different softwares or apps to do your work. You might be using MailChimp, you might be using QuickBooks, you might be using Tally. I don't know. There are hundreds of softwares or you might be using Excel. There are hundreds of softwares either installed on the computer or which are on the internet that we use to do our jobs. And most of the times when people used to say AI is going to take over our jobs, most of the people would respond saying that how will AI take my job? Because I use a lot of software to use my job, to do my job. AI cannot use those softwares. As a result, AI cannot do my jobs. Most of the people who thought like that, they thought like that because they didn't know what AI is capable of. MCP is the protocol that connects, let's say, your Claude or ChatGPT with any AI, any tool that you use, either on your computer or on the internet as well. It can use any tool out there to do the job that you're doing today. And I use MCPs to automate a bunch of things in my life. Let me show you. Do you guys want to see some examples of how I use? Some fun ones, some work ones. I'm going to keep it very quick. Yes, drop in a thumbs up. And I hope you guys are liking what you're seeing. I hope this gives you the context and the perspective. Okay, let me do that. So the guys, MCP as a protocol is created by this company called as Claude, Anthropic, which created something called as Claude. Okay, what MCP does is it can integrate into apps. And you know what? Let me show you a very simple example to start with. The simple example is I have actually, connected my Zomato account. Yes, my Zomato account to order food. For people who don't know what Zomato is, it's an app to order food for people outside of India, that is. I've connected my Zomato account to my Claude using MCP. And when I go to the settings tab, right, you can see this Kite MCP, which is for Zerodha, Vapi MCP, yes, Vapi as well, Zomato MCP, and a bunch of other MCPs also. I've connected a bunch of apps already. And I could say something like this. Hey, I'm very hungry right now. Could you quickly research about the best biryani place in Bangalore near my home location? You can check my Zomato account. First, do the research of the best biryani places in Bangalore. And once you find the list of places which has the best biryani in Bangalore, look up for those biryani places if they're available on Zomato or not. And then look which can deliver the food the fastest for me based on my home location and give me the list of places that I can order food from on Zomato, which is closest to my home location, but has to be the best biryani in the city. That's it, guys. You see, I want to eat some good biryani. For good biryani, I don't know which biryani to order because I'm new to Bangalore, hypothetically. I can first ask Claude to do a research for the best biryani place. Now look what it's doing. Research the best biryani place in Bangalore. Check if those places are available on Zomato. check if those are delivered fast based on home location, provide a list of places to order. So how is it going to go about? First, it needs to find the saved address because it doesn't know my address. It's looking for my address from my Zomato account, then searches the web for Bangalore best biryani, then search the Zomato for those biryani places, and then finds it. And you know what? It literally found the place that I live in. I don't want to show you guys that, right? And now it's looking for the best biryani places near the location that I live in. And here it comes. And now it's looking for those biryani places if they're near the area that I live in, which is Kaswanahalli in Bangalore. So it found that location from my Zomato account. Once it found the location, it found the best biryani places using internet. It did that research using internet. Now it's literally finding those restaurants inside of Zomato for me. And I've not even opened Zomato app. It is doing its work. Now, as it's doing its work, I'll keep it right here so that you can see it on the screen. This is one example, right? I want to show you a few more examples of how I use it. Let's say Zomato is an online app. So it's fine. Oh, by the way, it came up with the output already. It says Meghna Foods is the best choice, Empire Restaurant. And the reason why it's saying it's the best choice is because it can deliver food in 30 minutes from the home location I have. Okay, I'm gonna be like, could you tell me what is the best veg biryani at Meghna Foods, which has the highest rating on Zomato so that I can order that? Okay, let it do its job. I don't want to bother it. As it's doing its job on Zomato, you will be like, Vaibhav, ordering food, you can take your phone and order. No, I can. But this is the whole point. I'm like outsourcing the job to it. This is an example. I'm outsourcing the job of researching for the best food as well. In fact, can take an order for me as well. It can do all of that. Okay. Now, as it does the job, I wanted to show you something more serious. And I want to show you an app that I use. It's called as Goose. You can see it right here. You know what Goose does? Goose does something absolutely insane. What Goose can actually do is that it can use apps that are on my computer. While Claude is using an app that is Zomato, which is on the internet. But what if you have Microsoft PowerPoint installed on your computer and you want AI to use that software installed on your computer? Well, that is where Goose comes into the picture. It can literally use any app that is installed on your computer based on instructions that you give. Yes. Let me show you an example. By the way, I have integrated Goose to Open Router again, and I'm using the Claude 3.7 Sonnet, and I can literally give it access to any folder on my computer. Let's say I have a folder called as desktop junk. I'm going to select that folder. Okay, I've selected that folder, and I can say, could you go through the files in the folder that I've given you access to, which is desktop junk, and tell me what are the files that I could delete to make some space on my computer? You see, I'm running out of space. I want to make 100 GB of free space on my computer. Go through all the files, analyze all the files, understand what is important, what is not, and tell me what are the files I should delete to make up 100 GB of new space on my computer. Make sure you don't delete any files yourself. Just give me the list of files. Once I tell you what to delete, then you can delete the files. Make sure you don't delete anything yourself. I just have to be extra cautious. So I'm usually extra cautious with all these tools on the internet. So I just said, go through all the files on a folder and do it. So let Goose do its job right here on the side. This is again an MCP using MCP. But on this corner, you can see it has given me the best choice of paneer biryani. Now I could literally say, order this biryani for me using cash on delivery and can also make the order for me. But I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to just leave it. But I wanted to give you an example. Of course, I'll tell you how I use this. The way I use this is usually all of us know what we want to eat most of the times. And we also have favorite restaurants. So I would be like, can you order this pizza from, let's say, Oven Story? I want the paneer barbecue pizza medium size. Ship it to my home with COD. I just drop that message on Claude. It does the order for me. That is how I use it, right? But I wanted to show you the power of MCPs right here. Now, you saw this. I don't want to order it right now at this point of time, but you got the idea. I want to show you one more very real, very Of course, guys, you can use, I also do my stock research using this by connecting my Zerodha account, which I don't want to go deeper into right now. But I wanted to show you one more very serious example. Okay. What I want to show you today is that I'm actually a very, very lazy guy. Right? And you can see that already. Right? And you know what? I hate talking to people on phone. I'm not kidding. I hate it. I don't like talking to people on phone. I prefer WhatsApp. I prefer voice notes, but I don't prefer calls. But you know what? A lot of times, I will send a message, let's say to Funny, saying that, hey, dude, like, why don't you come over for this job or whatever? He will not see the messages because this guy is busy doing some work on his own, right? As a result, he will not show up or he'll not see the messages. As a result, the only way to get his attention is for me to make a phone call. And I don't want to call. I'm too lazy to make a call. So what do? I get AI to do a phone call for me. And for that, I create a voice agent using VAPI, and I've connected that to my Claude, and I just send a prompt like this. Use WebHub AI Assistant on VAPI via MCP to call the person given below and deliver this message. Okay. The name of the person to call, let's say here it is Funny. Call on this number. I will put the correct number which I have. And what is the message I want to deliver? Let's say in this case, ask him to come see me at home to play pickleball at 9 p.m. today. Okay. This is the phone call that I wanted to happen. So let me just move that aside and put my number so that I can show you the demo and I can send the task. I'm going to just turn off my do not disturb mode so that the call doesn't get blocked. Okay. I'll wait for this to move up because I don't want people. There you go. So guys, you can see this. It has started the process of doing stuff. It will create a voice assistant right now. It will use the VAPI tool. You remember, right? The VAPI tool that we used for creating a voice agent. That's the tool this tool will use right now to create a voice agent, update the prompt, and eventually it will trigger a call to me. It's going to do all of that and will literally trigger a call to me, which I should get on my phone in some time. Let's see. 99% of the times it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when it doesn't work, I have to say, update it, please, and then it starts working, or do it again, it starts working. Okay, I don't want you guys to see the number. I hope there is no number. Okay, no number mention. It's PII, guys. Okay. So it's doing all of this for me and it'll eventually execute the phone call for me. Okay. Now there is something important that I want to tell you. You'll be like, Weber, what else do you use this for? Well, by the way, I've started to get a call. You can see this. I'll pick the phone.
Hey Fani, this is Vaibhav's AI assistant calling. Vaibhav wanted me to reach out and invite you to come over to his place to play some pickleball tonight at 9 p.m. Would you be able to make it?
Yeah, I can make it, but can I get a friend along?
That sounds great, Fani. Feel free to bring a friend along. Vibhav will be happy to have both of you join. Thanks for confirming.
Thank you.
At 9 p.m. at Vaibhav.
Okay, done. Thank you.
You're welcome, Fani.
Folks, what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? Isn't that insane? If you think this was insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. You can see executive assistant, the message was delivered. I could literally talk back to it. I don't want you to see the call details for obvious reasons, but that is what is possible today. And all of this is happening using WAPI agent via MCP. Now I'll tell you one very important thing. Okay. And the important thing for you to know is I could get AI to make phone calls to hundreds of people on parallel to get my job done. Let's say I'm looking for a water bottle, I'm making it up. I can say, can you call up? Can you find phone numbers of all the stationery shops that is nearby and ask them for this water bottle of the brand of Tint Box, right? And if they have it, here is ask them to call me up so that I can get that bottle shipped to my home. It will start calling it will make a list of all the stationery shops, start calling one by one till it finds a person who sells the product and it will tell me this store sells this bottle, you can talk to him. How crazy is that, guys? Are you able to think if you want to make a restaurant booking, it can do that as well? It's crazy stuff. Now, on this case, you can see on this corner, right? You already see what it has done. It has summarized all the files and has literally told me what are the files that I should delete. Now, if I ask it to delete, it's going to delete the file as well, which I don't want it to. But you can see Goose has gone about analyzing all the files and going about deleting a few of them as well if I wanted to delete. This is the power of MCP. Now, let me show you. I showed you a couple of fun things. Let me show you a real task that I've recently automated of my team. Okay. So, one of the jobs that I had my team to do for me is on content. Again, something that a lot of people will probably relate to. Let's say I have a good friend. His name is Raj Shamani. Okay. I hope Raj doesn't mind me showing off his Instagram profile here. Okay. This is Raj. He has 5 million followers on his Instagram. And when I go to his reels, right, I see his videos gets millions of views. There are a few 1.8 million views, crazy, 104 million views, right? It's crazy, 3.2 million views, 1.4 million views, 6.6 million views. So I see Raj does get a lot of views on his content. And I want my team to do some work for me. Even I want my content to go viral. As a result, I told my team, hey, could you go through all the 3,000 plus posts of Raj, find the videos that has got more than 5 million views. Once you know the list of videos that has got more than 5 million views, download those videos, find the transcript of those videos, and rewrite the script using the custom GPT that I built, right? Which is similar to the LinkedIn post writer that you saw. I have a custom GPT that I've built, which writes real scripts as well. Use this custom GPT, which writes real scripts like me, upload the transcript of Raj's videos, which have gone viral, so that it can write a new script for me. And then I can shoot that video and even I can go viral. Isn't that a great idea, guys? Isn't that a great idea? I'm basically asking my team to go through hundreds of these Raj content, find the best performing content, download them, find the transcript of them, upload them into Real Transcript Generator, get me 50 new Real scripts that I can shoot so that even I can go viral. Because if it has worked for Raj, it will work for me as well. That's a great idea. And this is how a lot of people take inspiration any which ways. And my team used to do all of this manually. Today, I have automated this whole process. Guys, a process like this used to take easily, I'm not even kidding, easily about 10 to 15 days to do it. Because it's a lot of work, like you can imagine, right? People have to go through 3,000 posts, make a list of those posts on a Google Sheet, do data analysis of this, find the top post. Once they find the top post, download each one of them manually, and then find the transcript of them, and then upload it inside of this tool to get the new transcripts. It used to take a lot of time, and it's very manual. Today, I have basically integrated something called as Appify. Appify is this incredible tool that
Weber,
I've integrated with.
Weber,
Yes.
so sorry to come in, but I think there is some notification sound that is coming in.
Yeah, that is because the Instagram is open, right? And people are
Ah,
all of a sudden realizing that they can send a message and their message can be visible on on my screen. As a result, they're sending messages. I'm sure it's most of the people on this call. And if you guys think you're very smart, I'm smarter. That's why I don't have that screen on. Right. Anyways, what I've done is I have connected this tool Appify, which has all the tools. Like it can scrape Instagram, it can download videos, it can find transcript of the videos. I've connected this tool Appify to my Claude. And you can see this. All the actors are here, all the MCPs are here. I've integrated Appify here. And all I can do is I can simply write a prompt right now. Okay. And what is the prompt that I can write? Actually, I have kept it ready because I wanted to show you guys so that it can work very, very fast. But essentially, the prompt is very, very simple. And the prompt is use MCP. Look at this. Use related MCP to complete the workflow. Analyze 10 most recent videos from this profile. In this case, I've put my own profile because I don't want to show Raj's profile here. I don't know if it'll be comfortable. Identify the highest performing videos, extract the transcripts, and generate a new viral script based on the content using Apify. And I've mentioned the whole process I needed to follow. That's all I did. I've connected anyway all of this. I just explained what I wanted to do, and I just click on send. That's it. And you know what? Claude using MCP is going to use this Apify tool right here, use all the relevant tools to find the top 10 Instagram videos of my Instagram right now. Do a data analysis. You can see this. It's collecting the 10 most recent videos of Instagram because here I just mentioned 10. So it's using the Apify Instagram rescraper to be able to pull that data. Once it does that, it'll find all the engagement metrics, which one has highest likes, which one has highest comments, which one has highest views, and will write code to analyze, to do data analysis to find the top winning creatives. And then we'll use different Apify tools to download the transcript of it by downloading the videos and whatnot. And finally, we'll rewrite the whole scripts for me using my own style. That is what it's going to do. Look at this, analyzing engagement metrics. It found the top 10 posts. Now it is doing a performance analysis of the top 10 recent posts all by itself. I don't even have to do anything, right? It just did. It found the winning post, which has 79,000 likes, 2000 comments. It found that. And right now it's extracting the transcript all by itself. I'm not doing anything. It's doing everything all by itself. This is the power of MCP, guys. Model Context Protocol. If you give it 4 to 5 minutes, it will be able to return it. Now, as it's doing, right, I don't want to sit ducks to show you that. You already saw the power of this. Once it is done, I will show you the screen as well. But that is the power of level 2, which is MCP. There is so much you can do with this. You can literally automate your life with this. Oh, by the way, look at this. It has started to generate the new viral script right here by finding the most viral reel script already. How crazy is this? It just did the job end to end in like 5 minutes. Drop in a heart, guys, if you think this is cool, if you like what you're seeing. And I see a few people are laughing, saying that, what is happening? My life is getting automated. Yes, it is. It's about who can leverage AI to do their job 100 times better. And that's the way to win. Now, that is level 2, guys. It's MCP. For you to learn everything about automation and MCP, I think it's going to take you about 3 to 5 months. We have the roadmap ready. It will have all the information for you to get started, how to integrate, how to config, how to set up stuff, how to prompt, what are the possibilities, what is multi-MCP frameworks and all of that, which you can learn and do a bunch of crazy stuff. That is level 2. Now, quickly jumping to level 3. Level 3, like I told you, is not just about AI, is not just about text. It's about images, it's about video, it's about audio, it's about all that good stuff as well. And with AI, today, with such incredible technology like Sora, VO, and so many other tools, the kind of stuff that you can do with AI is insane. And as an AI generalist, your job is to solve problems. You cannot just say that, oh, I don't need to learn how to make audio, video, and everything. You don't need to. If you don't know, you will not be able to solve problems using AI. But if you know, you can make cool stuff like this, which I recommend everyone to learn.
There. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. While you're scrolling, the world is changing. Fast. 6 months. That's all the runway you have left before AI makes your job extinct. Look, I'll be honest. This scares the hell out of me too. But running from evolution, that's how species disappear. So I chose to evolve and join Outskill AI Mastery Program. Look at the number of top.
Guys, it's not just about videos like this, by the way. It is not just about videos like this. There is so much more that you can do. What do I mean by that? You know what? You can literally, like quite literally, train an AI model with your own images so that you can literally ask it any kind of image you want of yourself and it can generate it. For example, something like this. This is my YouTube. And if you see all these images, right, all these thumbnails that you see here, these are not me. These are all completely AI generated, 100% AI generated. I just prompted, I need to look very serious, wearing a green color hoodie and all of that. And here comes the image. I prompted saying I need to be wearing a black shirt, looking straight into the camera. Here comes it. I want to point out a finger on the left. Here comes that. All of these images are completely AI generated. Now, as I'm showing you this, I also wanted to show you something that I do run a very cool YouTube channel. I mean, funny, if you can share the link of the YouTube channel, that would be great as well. I create content on a lot of AI tutorials like this. This is the AI agent builder, and I make a lot of videos like this. And I would love for you guys to, check it out, subscribe if you want to, if you think you want to stay on top of everything that's happening, right, and whatnot, right? So I would love for you guys to do it. Let me quickly play a video that I did recently.
Atlas, a browser where ChatGPT lives inside every web page. So I immediately started testing it, rewriting emails without copy pasting, booking flights with just voice commands, even searching through your entire browsing history by just asking. This is wild, but here's what everyone's asking me. Perplexity's Comet has been doing this for months. So I put them head to head, 5 real tests, same tasks, and what I found, not what I expected.
Guys, would you like to watch content like this? Is it okay if we share the link in the chat of our YouTube channel? I would love for you guys to subscribe and also hit the bell icon so that you get updated. I drop 2 videos every week on the most cutting edge stuff that's happening on AI. And you know what? It's free. That's the best part. Now, why am I as funny as figuring out the share link and sharing it with you in the chat? Why am I even showing you this? Is that because I want you guys to subscribe? Well, I would love for you guys to subscribe. But what if I told you the video that you're seeing right now, this person that you're seeing here, the voice that you're hearing is not me. It's my AI clone. I'm going to play this again. Watch it. Everything is generated using AI. The script, the person that you see there is my AI clone. The voice that you hear is my AI as well. I never shot this video.
OpenAI just launched Atlas, a browser where ChatGPT lives inside every web page. So I immediately started testing it, rewriting emails without copy pasting, booking flights with just voice commands, even searching through your entire browsing history by just asking. This is wild, but here's what everyone's asking me. Perplexity's Comet has been doing this for months. So I put them head to head, 5 real tests, same tasks, and what I found, not what I expected. Let me show you how Atlas actually works first. Quick thing though, I've got a weekly newsletter where I break down all the latest AI updates, the tools worth trying, and the ones you should skip. It's completely...
Guys, what do you think of this video that you just saw? Can you believe this is AI generated? The person is completely AI generated. The voice is AI generated as well. If this is mind blowing, drop a comment MB in the chat. MB in the chat if you think this is mind blowing. And not just this video, by the way, every single video that you see here is completely AI generated. For example, there is this video
you need to know about Google VO 3.0.
Now, this is a different AI clone of mine, wearing a different t-shirt, wearing a different dress, completely AI generated as well. That is the world that we are living in. Look at this guy. This is also AI generated. And not just this. I have, like you can see, I get hundreds of thousands. Like if you think AI generated video doesn't work, look at this. This video has over 100,000 views. 100,000 views on this video, completely AI generated. Now, if you think this is too much, then I'll show you my Instagram. I have close to 1.2 million followers on my Instagram. Every single video on my Instagram is also completely AI generated. Look at the kind of views I get. 300K views, 200K views, 500K views, every single video. is completely AI generated. This person is not me either. That's my AI clone as well. So, folks, that is the world that we are living in. Everything can be automated using AI, and that is what is happening as of today. I'm gonna, sorry, I think Funny is not around. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna quickly share the link of the YouTube as well with you guys so that you can get a sense of this. And feel free to subscribe if you want to. That is only if you want to, right? I'm sharing my Instagram as well if you guys want to check it out. Or, of course, on my Instagram as well, I create a lot of AI content. Okay, there you go. I've shared both of them. I hope you guys have fun with this, right? And this is the power of diffusion, guys, that I want you guys to know. The kind of stuff that you can actually build with AI today. But if you think that this is crazy, this is wild, what else can we do? I think the answer is unlimited. It's all on your imagination, on what you want to be able to do, and you will be able to do. It is all defined based on your imagination, how deeper you want to go, what are the kind of things you want to pull off, and everything around it. I wanted to quickly show you one more thing, which I thought you would find it to be very cool. If I can't find it, I'm going to move on. Oh yeah, I found it. Check this out. This is also completely AI generated. I'm going to show you the tell you the name of the tools as well very soon.
Plant is, food grows. No more mammoth chasing.
Or we just stab buffalo.
Clean teeth, fresh bread, brush every day, need toothpaste.
We wrap the dead, now we brush the living. Madness.
It is nothing, but it will make everything possible.
Jaha, your cousin's farming, your brother is trading, and you, Bucha, drawing nothing all day.
And one day, we fly! Mi amor, I will finally see you fly! Woohoo! Imagine hearing your wife from across the world.
My bad. Sorry. I just by mistake closed it. But you guys got the sense of what is possible with, level 3 when you guys master that. And I will strongly recommend all of you guys to be able to do it because the kind of crazy stuff that you can do is crazy. It's just wild. And let me give you a heads up. You might be like, how can I use this? Let me tell you this. From my Instagram, I had about 280,000 followers or something in December. Today, I have 1.2 million followers. Every single video is created using AI. And Instagram has generated more than 1 CR in revenue for us via brand deals. Brands pay me money to create content about them on my Instagram. And that content is also created. I don't shoot that content. Brands know that I don't shoot content and I use AI. And that content, for example, I'll show you one of the videos, right? This is a video that I created for Bolt. You can see this. This is a video that Bolt paid me money for to create it on my Instagram. And I didn't create it. That is my Instagram clone that created my content. This has led to more than 1 CR in just brand deals for me in the last 7 months. That is the level of mad things that you can do. My YouTube has gone over 200,000 subscribers in the last few months, all generated using AI. I don't shoot a single video anymore. My script is written using AI. The audio is generated using AI. The video is generated using AI. Of course, the editing is still done by a human being. I have a couple of editors who are freelancers who do the job. And I want you guys to have the opportunity like this as well. And hence, I quickly show you all of this. Anyways, that's level 3. You can learn all these models. You can use 11 labs or smallest AI to train your AI, to put your voice, to make it sound like you. You can use Synthesia, HeyGen, LipDub, and a bunch of other tools to build your own clones. You can use Kriya AI, Sora, Veo 3.1, and Seed Dance, and a bunch of other AI models to be able to build the kind of videos, long form videos that you just saw that you did. Anyways, all of this will be part of the roadmap. I think it will take you about 4 or 5 months to do this. Level 1 to level 3, I think it should take you 1 year to be able to master all of this, but you can do all of that for free with the roadmap that will be given to you. Okay, that is level 1 to level 3. Level 4 is where you actually go to the next level. Level 4 is where you build AI agents. What do I mean by AI agents? You can literally automate your work by building an AI agent, and it can do a job on your behalf. What do I mean by that? Well, you know what? I have an AI agent, and that is called as Jerry. It's on my computer right now, and I sadly can't show you the old messages, so I just want to remove them all before I show you. But guys, this is Jerry. Okay, it is on my Slack. It is my executive assistant. It is built using AI. It basically, does the job of my executive assistant. Sorry, you can see all those message spamming that's happening because I added all these dots because I didn't want you guys to see all the old messages that I'm talking to. As a little Jerry is like, what do you want me to help you with? Let me know. Right? It can do a bunch of absolutely crazy things. Right? It has access to my calendar. It has access to my email. It can attend meetings on my behalf. It can do anything and everything that I want it to do. Okay. For example, I can say something like, can you block the calendar of mine with funny with a meeting title review of pickleball performance on December 19th, 7 p.m. I just drop a note like this. I send the message, right? By the way, this is my calendar. I said December 19th, right? Look at that. On December 19th, there is nothing on my calendar at this point of time. But because I asked it to block the calendar, what it can do is it can look for Funny's email ID. Once it finds the Funny's email ID, it will go to my calendar, use my calendar to book a meeting on my calendar. Look at that. It just did. I'm ready to help you when you like. What else would you like me to do? And the meeting is booked right here on my calendar. If you think that was insane, let me show you a few other things. Could you write an email to Funny as well, right away, asking him for what all things do we need to uh, buy for the tournament that we have of pickleball, and drop an email reminding him that he has to buy a bunch of things and ask him to just buy the highest quality pickleball stuff. I can just say something like this. Okay. I can send it. And you know what? This AI is powerful enough to again find email ID of Funny, compose an email based on the context that I've given, and it can literally write an email and send the email to Funny as well. Now, Funny, you can tell me once you have got the email, this is all something it can do without a problem. Okay. Now, as it is doing the task, it can do a lot more. I can also ask something like this. Can you check my emails for the details about the collaboration with Vapi and tell me its status? So I'm not only asking to write an email, I'm asking it to do some digging, do some research inside of my email. I've given one more task parallelly, right? I'm asking it to dig into my emails, look for a sequence of emails that has happened with this platform called as Vapi, where I'm trying to close a partnership because we spent so much money with them. I want them to give me some discount by doing a partnership, right? And tell me if it is what is the status, because I don't remember it. So I just gave both the tasks to it, and you know what? It is going to parallelly look for all the information and execute the task for me. How crazy is this? And as it is doing all of these things on Jerry, right now, Jerry is executing all of this information. Sorry about that. As it's doing all this information, I wanted to show you one more AI agent that I have, which I use. And this is for me to do tasks. This is called as Jerry using computer. Now, look at this, by the way, I've got an update. Good news, I found VAPI collaboration emails. I'm analyzing all the details right now. Give me a couple of more minutes. While it's doing its task, okay, what is Jerry using computer is also an AI agent. What this does is slightly different. What this actually does is, let me just pull the Y Combinator website. Yeah. What this actually does is, it can literally use a computer to do my job. Let's say I want my executive assistant to go and use this website, which is Y Combinator, select, let's say, fall and summer 2025 batch, which has a list of companies that Y Combinator invested in recently. Go through all the list of these companies, read about them, and tell me if there are any companies that I should consider starting something similar. Okay, that is what I'm asking. It has all these companies that I've invested in. So somebody has to go through each one of the companies parallelly and manually, right? And I'm too lazy to do that. So what can I do? I can just copy the URL, paste it, and I can just say, go through the Y Combinator company's website. I want you to select fall 2025 and summer 2025 batch. Read about the list of companies that were part of the fall 2025 and summer 2025 batch, and tell me if there are any interesting AI companies that I should look at to start something similar. You see, I have been working a lot on prosumer products, right? And anything related to consumer, prosumer, anything that I can start based on my expertise of working at Uber, Klook, and right now running this education business. Go through all the companies and give me a list of companies, the name of the companies that I should read about, the URL, and what they do, and why you think I should start something similar so that I can spend more time looking at a few companies rather than all of them. I want you to help me out doing this task for me. Did you guys understand the prompt that I gave? And I just sent the prompt. I basically said, go to the list of companies and find me the kind of things I could use AI. I mean, I could start something similar. And you know what? You can see this, my hands are off. This AI tool actually opened a Chrome browser inside of it. It opened Y Combinator website because I gave the URL of it. It's going to select fall and summer 2025 batch. Go through all the companies. You can see this, it just selected fall 2025 and summer 2025 batch. It has 271 companies right now. Read about all the companies. Give me a summary of the companies instead of 271. What are the list of companies that I should look at? Look at this. It is smart enough to select consumer, education. I didn't even say any of this. I just said my background is in consumer, my background is in education. So it's simply able to select consumer and education right here. Smart enough, and it'll probably read about all the companies and it'll give me an output. As it's doing, right? FYI, Jerry just finished doing the task. Funny, did you get the email?
Yes,
Look at
Vaibhav,
this.
got
First
it.
of all, VAPI collaboration status. It just went through the status of collaboration status, which I don't need to show you. And also, I've sent an email to Funny on this email ID, is what it said. Funny, do you want to show
I
the email
just
if you
got
got
it.
it?
Yes, it says pickleball tournament supplies need your input on purchase list. And it has like made a list also. I don't know if people can see it. I'll probably put the spotlight on myself. But it's given a list of
List of
all the
things that you
speakers.
should, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So guys, these are all the things that it does. And of course, you know what? It, like I told you, it attends meetings on my behalf as well. As Jerry using computers doing its job. Let me show one. Let me delete this because it has PII inside of it. I don't want you guys to see PII. I'm going to delete those messages which has PII. Okay. Okay. I can also ask a question like this. Can you check meeting notes of the last daily stand-up engineering and give me details of what was discussed? I could not attend it. Give me a detailed breakdown. You see, there are online meetings that I have not attended, but my AI assistant has attended because you remember Firefly's AI that we showed you yesterday? That attended my meeting. Now, Firefly's AI is integrated with Jerry on my computer. As a result, every time I give a task like this, it can go integrate with Firefly's AI, look for my last stand-up engineering meeting that has happened. I think it has happened some time back. I think the last engineering stand-up that I did not attend was in the first week of October, if I'm not wrong. So I'm assuming that, or if there is one more that has happened recently, I don't know of it. If I missed something by mistake, this was the last one that I think I missed out on. right? So it's going to go out there, check if I attended or not. It's going to summarize the last or the recent engineering stand-up meeting that I actually missed out on. And by the way, guys, wanted to tell you one simple thing. Look at this, it has started its process again. So I'm going to leave it as it is, let it do its job. And here you can see Jerry using computer did 10 different steps and gave me the output as well. Open Note, Risely AI, Frizzle. The URL of the company is here as well. The description is here as well. And the justification is here as well. So I got my AI agent to actually work using my Chrome, and it executed the task. And here I was actually wrong. Perfect. I found the daily stand-up meeting of October 22nd. Actually, there was one more meeting that has happened in October 22nd that I missed. I didn't even know about it. But because I looked for, I thought the last one that I missed was then. No wonder my engineering team is pissed at me that I don't attend all their meetings. Right? Looks like I missed out on a 22nd October one. So it's going to pull in all the details in just a couple of minutes, and it's going to give us the output of that as well on what has happened in the meeting. And here it comes. The whole summary of everything that happened in the meeting is right here. It comes right here. I don't want you guys to know what has happened, but you can just see the meeting happened on October 22nd at 4:30. And here it comes. It also talks about everyone who attended the meeting as well. And here we got AI to just do our job of going through Y Combinator website as well. Guys, if you think this is mind blowing what you're seeing, drop a mind blowing emoji, the open mouth reaction emoji. These AI agents, what is even more mind blowing is what I'm going to tell you right now. What is even more mind blowing is the fact that all these agents that you just saw has been built without writing a single line of code. Yes, no code was written. I don't know how to write code. The agent that you saw, Jerry, was built using tools like Make, Zapier, N8N, and some part of Crew AI is involved. The tool that you saw, which is Jerry using computer, is used using browser use API, using a tool like Bolt. Actually, I built it using Bolt. All done without writing a line of code. And that, my friends, is actually the level 5 of it as well. Level 5 is where you can build real life applications using AI by using the right tools. And obviously, right, I showed you a chatbot. Yesterday, Funny showed you how to build a landing page. There are serious products that you can build without writing a single line of code. I wanted to show you one of the products that I have built. I told you, it's all about solving problems using AI. Your job as an AI generalist is to solve problems using AI. And one of the problems that I solved using this tool called as V0 is by building a tool which is an AI graphic designer. What does this do? You see, we had only one graphic designer, and that person left. And my team was like, we should hire one more. Good graphic designers are 25, 30 lakhs. I didn't want to spend that kind of money. I told my team, there is Nano Banana of Gemini. There is GPT Image Gen, which is very, very good. Let's use them to make all our ad creatives. They were like, it's very hard. We have to write complex prompts. It takes a lot of time to copy paste all the prompts. Can we just hire a person? I was like, okay, chill. I'm going to build an app for you. And this is the app that I built. Simple app, took me 3 hours to build, and it replaced the graphic designer today. My team can come and say how many ad creatives they want. Let's say they want 3. They can say what is the creative brief, what do they want on the creative. They mention it right here. They can go as detailed as possible, by the way, no problem. And once they input everything that they want here, all they have to do is click on generate premium creatives. Now this is on staging. This is not the prod one. There you go. The moment they do that, right, because they said they want 3 creatives, this tool automatically generates 3 different prompts. And look at the complexity of the prompts. These are technical prompts. This is why my team didn't want to write such prompts. A human cannot write a prompt like this. But these prompts are generated by the tool, and they're 3 unique creatives because my team said 3. If they want 10, it can generate 10 prompts. You know what? When I gave this to my team, they were like, yeah, Webhub, we have to copy paste all of this. OpenAI, ChatGPT so many times. It is so much of work. Well, I created an option called as open all tabs. When my team just clicks on this button, see what happens on the top. Look at that. 3 different tabs of ChatGPT opened. And not just that, the prompts have been inserted, copied, and pasted inside of it. All they have to do is click on the send button. Come on. They can click on the send button at least. In fact, I'm using Comet, because of which they have to click on send button. If they use Chrome, they don't even have to click on the send button. It will send the prompt automatically. And this is a tool that my team uses to generate ad creatives using AI, which writes complex prompts like this and inserts that inside of ChatGPT as well. And all of this tool has been built without writing a single line of code over a weekend, which has saved us good 25 lakhs a year. I'll tell you one more tool that we are building right now, which is supposed to save us more than 1 crore. Let me just pull that tool. It's called the acceptance tracker. I built this using Replit, by the way, built without writing a single line of code. This is a CRM. It's just starting. Give it a second. It's a CRM. When we wanted a CRM, we went to HubSpot. HubSpot literally freaking quoted $120,000 a year. And you know what? I said, screw it. I said, we will build our own software, but I didn't know how to write code. So I vibe coded the damn thing. It's almost done. You can see it has a dashboard. It has accepted learners. It can add new acceptances. I can bulk upload users. I can manage multiple programs inside of it. And on top of that, it is integrated with payment gateways, emails, WhatsApp, and OpenAI as well. It's all integrated with everything. And you know, this costed me about $70 in credits to build it. But that's it. Yes, it costed me 5,000 rupees to build it using a software called as Replit, but it is saving us lakhs per month. And that is the power of having the ability to build products without writing a single line of code. And this is how I operate as an AI generalist. Guys, from level 1 to level 5, I can tell you for a fact, it doesn't matter if you're a developer, if you're not a developer, no matter who you are, you can learn all of this. We are going to give you a very detailed out roadmap end of today for people who are still on the call for free. We will not email, we will not WhatsApp, we will do nothing. If you're on the call, you'll get it. If you're not on the call, you will not get it. Simple, right? We want serious people to be there. Use the roadmap. It's free. Learn it yourself. I think in 18 months, you can go from level 1 to level 5 and be able to do everything I'm able to do today. Probably more. I think more. And I want you guys to stay ahead. The only way to win in the world of AI is by solving problems using AI. Now that you've seen all of this, I have a question for you. Is it fair to assume, and you can give me a thumbs up if you agree with it, if you're fair to assume, based on everything that you have seen already, AI will take 4 out of 5 jobs? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. Already. Imagine what will happen in a couple of years from now. You know what? Either we like it or not, 80% of the work will be taken up by AI agents by 2030. We like it or not, it doesn't matter. Maybe by 2027, I don't know. The only way to stay ahead in this AI first world is by being an AI generalist. So become an AI first problem solver. And it doesn't matter who you are. You could be an entrepreneur, you could be a working professional, or you could be a hustler doing both of them. If you're a working professional, people with 10 to 20 years of experience, you guys should optimize to become an AI strategist. It's going to be the worst time for people with a lot of experience, because people with experience are expensive, and expensive people are the first to be, replaced by AI for obvious reasons, right? If you become and level up to become an AI generalist to solve problems, you can start managing other AI generalists and use your experience and exposure to become an AI strategist. Please level up to become an AI generalist. People to 3 to 9 years of experience, the market is terrible. But if you are AI first, if you're able to solve problems with AI, you will always stay ahead and you'll get a ton of opportunities. Companies are willing to pay 2 times more to people who know how to use AI in the right way. And finally, if you're just getting started with your career, this can be your worst thing that has happened to your life, or could be the best thing that has happened to your life. It's on your control. If you are an AI native person, the kind of outcomes that you can drive is absolutely insane. Companies will line up to hire you. And if you're an entrepreneur out there, and doesn't matter the kind of company that you run, you could be running $1 billion company as well. And I've had a lot of friends who do that. I tell them the same thing. You cannot hire a AI native person. You have to be one. if you want to build an AI first company. How many of you guys agree with me? If you're an entrepreneur, you have to be AI first, and you cannot hire someone who's AI first and expect them to do your job. It will not happen. And companies which will be AI first will have an unfair advantage over others. So, all the entrepreneurs out there, level up to become an AI generalist. And there's this incredible opportunity for people who understand business and AI, the opportunity of becoming a consultant where you could literally work for 10 different companies at once, let's say 5 hours a week, and get paid literally 5 times more than you're getting paid today, because everyone is looking for someone who can help them with AI, and there are very few people who actually know how. You see, people are still stuck with the fact that they think AI is chat GPT. Don't you guys agree? Don't you guys agree that most people think AI is ChatGPT and have no idea how powerful AI is already? You just saw it. Leverage this, become the winner. Because I have seen enough number of people who have got some incredible outcomes when they have become AI generalists. For example, let me show you some stories to inspire you. And maybe you could be one of these people one day. And it's not me, it's our people. For example, someone like Deepika, who leveled her way around AI, was making 10K a month before. Today is a LinkedIn top voice, generates over 2 lakhs of monthly revenue as a consultant, and has over 35,000 followers. Great start, right? From 10,000 to 2 lakhs per month. Or someone like Abhimanyu, who had an average revenue of 3 lakhs a month, today has 8 lakhs per month revenue. Closes 10 plus high ticket clients, uses AI, and also sells AI as a service. As a result, he has managed to scale significantly. Actually, this is 6 months old as numbers. I'm pretty sure it's much higher. How many of you guys would want to have stories like this? Drop in a heart, guys, if you want to have stories like this. Someone like Aditi, who was in middle of very tough market, was used to work for a startup, want to move to a big company, learned her way around AI, and in a few weeks, she moved to a MNC with a massive hike. Or someone like Vishwam, who had 60,000 rupees in his bank account, today makes 50 lakhs in monthly revenue by building a company in advertising and uses AI, and has 25 plus teams, from 60,000 rupees in the bank account to 50 lakhs in monthly revenue. Or someone like Anubha, who was a doctor, full-time doctor, still is, but wanted to do medical writing. Today uses AI to be able to generate over 5 lakhs per month. Also teaches how to do medical writing using AI to a lot of people. Again, like this is the power of consulting, right? Full-time doctor, side gig, a side hustle making 5 lakhs a month. Insane. Someone like Shivek, one more hustler, right? Has a full-time job, wanted to do consulting in the side, didn't have the time, uses AI, now delivers 50% more projects. He was not comfortable sharing his numbers, but he literally said 50% more right away after using AI. Or someone like Kritika, she runs a business right now. She was working somewhere. She runs a business right now, moved from a working professional to an entrepreneur. How many of you guys want to move from being a full-time person to actually starting something of your own? Kratika, like my team has said, is a great example of that. Her business has been going 30% month on month. 30% month on month, not year on year. We get hikes of 15-20% year on year. Her business is growing 30% month on month because of AI. Or someone like Tanya, who learned the art of AI and was able to jump to get an 88% freaking hike. Product marketing, AI, and boom, 88% hike. Or someone like Kirti, who got a 47% hike. For people who are looking to switch, make money, because AI can help you with jobs, can help you grow your business, can help you start consulting while you continue to work for jobs. It's about what you want to unlock. But in the end, I want all of you guys to win. And I really hope to see that you guys become one of these stories. And for that to happen, you have to go deep into AI, learn the way around AI, and use the roadmap to become a rockstar AI generalist. Like I said, we are going to share the roadmap with you for free, end of today. Use that, dedicate your next 18 months doing one thing and only one thing: learn AI. It will change your lives. Everybody's talking about losing jobs. I'm talking about the fact on how you can win. And I want all of you guys to win. So, how many of you guys want to actually become AI generalist? Why don't you guys drop AIG in the chat? AIG in the chat. Yes, love it. Absolutely love it. All right, folks. Here's the thing. I know I went on board. We went over 20 minutes because I ended up showing you a bunch of new things today. As a result, we crossed our time, right? But I know for a fact a lot of you people want to become an AI journalist faster than others. Is there anyone else, anyone in here who want to learn how to become an AI journalist from us? We can teach you how you can become an AI journalist and take you through this whole journey. Anyone who wants it, drop a heart if you guys want us to teach you on how you can become an AI generalist. Of course, if you want, you can learn everything yourself in 18 months, and that will be for free. But if you're someone who's like, Vaibhav, I love how you guys teach. I love how structured these are. I would love for someone to guide me so that I can learn that faster, and I'm willing to put some money for it. Well, we have an incredible program on this as well. But before I talk about the program, again, I'm reiterating, we're going to give you a roadmap for free. If you guys are interested, you should come back after the lunch break. The lunch break is going to resume at 4 p.m. You can come back after the lunch break, attend the session. Towards the end, we're going to give you the roadmap for free. But for people, and of course, you can drop off from the call right now. If you just want the roadmap, don't worry about it. Come back after lunch break, attend the session, and you will get the roadmap completely. But for people who want to know more about the program, guys, I've already taken 20 minutes of extra lunchtime of yours to teach. But for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to talk about an incredible program. And on top of that, I'm going to reveal some bonuses which you won't even believe. I recommend you guys to stay back on this call for the next 15 minutes if you can, because I know for a fact you don't want to miss this. But for whatever reason you want to jump off, feel free to jump off for your lunch break. You can come back at 4 p.m. when we resume the session. Now, before I go on, do I have your permission to talk about this talk about this program? Drop in a heart. And for people who don't want me to talk about it, happily drop off for your lunch break. I'm not going to teach anything new. This is only for those people who want to know how they could get to the journey of AIG faster. That's it. Amazing. Amazing. All right, let's make it very quick because we already had 20 minutes extra going on. Folks, super excited to reintroduce you to the AI Generalist Accelerator program. Funny, yesterday towards the end of day, already spoke about this program. And I'm going to quickly run you through the same thing. I can tell you this for a fact, there is nothing like this. No matter, there is nothing like this, irrespective of how much money you want to pay. We have literally spent hundreds of thousands of dollars buying out every single program out there in the world. I've bought programs for 15, 20,000, 30, $50,000 as well. I bought programs which are very cheap as well. Nothing comes close to this. And I know why it is. Because most of the people who teach are not generalists themselves. They get too technical. Most of the programs are designed for software engineers, but this program is designed for you to become an AI generalist. It doesn't matter if you're an engineer or not an engineer. Anybody and everybody need to learn how to solve problems with AI, with or without code. It doesn't matter, because with vibe coding, you can build anything and everything. This is your way, the most fast-paced, high-impact program designed to take you from level 1 to level 5 in the fastest time possible. Here is the complete structure of the program very quickly before I come to the bonuses, which is going to blow your mind. Okay. The part 1 and part 2 is essentially 14 days of live sessions. For 14 days, you will spend more than 100 hours live with us, where everything that you saw in the last 1 hour, where I showed you what an AI generalist can do, we will teach you how to do that and more. And in those 14 days of 100 hours of live, you're not only learning, but we are making you do everything. How many of you guys would want to get ahead in just 14 days, learn everything from level 1 to level 5 of everything? Of course, when I say everything, I can't teach you the whole AI world. But we will teach you a lot of information that will easily take you 18 months to learn in 14 days. That is why I said super high impact. And I'm going to talk more about that very soon. That's part one and part two, completely live. Part three is we give you a AI content library because we could not cover everything in just 100 hours. So we created a bunch of content libraries, courses and workflows, which are recorded, which you guys will get access to for 1 year. We'll talk more about this as well. Part four is where Funny must have told you the importance of having a business acumen. Just having AI is not enough. You need to have great business acumen as well. As a result, you guys are gonna get the same content library of Kairos School of Business. It's the same content library where you learn modern business from CXOs completely recorded. You will have access to this for 1 year as well. Part five of this is that you get a content library of monetization. Again, completely recorded, but you can watch it for 1 full year on how once you learn the skills, you can translate that into monetization. You saw the stories of people being able to monetize their skill set. They're able to do that because they're not just learning how to use them, but actually able to sell how to sell them. And how many of you guys would love to learn that and start your side hustle, maybe start your own business, maybe, I don't know, or move gigs and whatnot? We teach you all of that in monetization as well. And finally, part six, something I'm very proud of the team of being pulling off, is that you guys will get 54 for the next 1 year, one live session every week where we will come on a call. My team will come on a call. The generalist team will come on a call and teach you everything that has happened in the world of AI that week. So that for the next 54 weeks, you are updated with AI. If you think this is powerful, drop in a wow emoji. For next 1 year, you just have to attend a 1 hour session where you get updates of everything that's happening on the world of AI so that you are always ahead of everyone. This is how the 6 parts of the program is designed, guys. Now, let me quickly go deep into each one of them. The first part, which is the 14 days of live that I told you, right? You have 2 slots to select. There is a cohort starting on 22nd November. And there is one, we are not doing anything in December because we want people to chill, right? And there is one that is starting on 9th of January. You can select any one of these today. You can choose to join any of this. And for whatever reason, if both of these options don't work for you, you can still choose the 9 Jan option and we can move you to the option that will start on Feb as well. The dates are not finalized. As a result, we could not put the date here. So you can select any of the options that you want from here. That are the dates. The timings, Funny, please do share them here as well. From Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time. That is IST. And for people who are in the US and other countries, you can also choose 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. EST. This is Monday to Friday. And on Saturdays and Sunday, we have tried to keep it post office hours for most of you people, but I understand few people are working overtime. That is why we give you recordings of every session as well. On Saturdays and Sundays, your sessions will happen from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Full day. Full day, your sessions will happen from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. The 14 days are very, very intensive, like I said. And like I already mentioned, if the dates of November or January doesn't work for you, you can defer it to February as well. We allow you to move your batch once for free. Now, let me quickly run you through what you will learn in 14 days. Okay. When I say day one, it's basically combination of learning and doing. So the first thing that you will learn is you will learn everything about prompting. You will learn how to play with multiple AI models like I showed you today. You will learn how to integrate tools like Bolt with OpenRouter. You will learn how to play with Playground. You will learn how to run local AI models on your computer. You will learn how to fine tune them to an extent. You will learn how to build a RAG system on top of this model. That is, you can learn how to build an app on top of an AI model that is running locally on your computer. And you will learn all of this in one day, in 3 hours. While I say 11 p.m., it usually goes on till 11:30, 12. Let me be frank. That is first part of learning. The second part of learning is everything about images, videos, audio, and everything. You saw how I was able to train a model to generate images like me, to make it sound like me, to make it look like me. We created videos. In fact, the last 1 minute video that you saw was taught in the last cohort. So you learn how to build videos like that. You learn how to clone yourself to create social media content and everything around it. How many of you guys would want to learn the process from us? Training an AI model, training a video model, training a text model, generating images, audio, video, everything is covered here on this section. We teach you all of that. Next comes MCPs. I showed you the power of automations. I showed you the power of MCP. I showed you how I was able to do simple things like Zomato and Zerodha to things like getting AI to go through Instagram profiles, download videos, do transcripts and rewrite everything. And also using MCP, I was able to make phone calls. You saw Goose as well, which was able to do files or do things on my files on my computer. Here is where you learn all of that yourself. We'll teach you MCPs 0 to 1 here so that you will be able to learn how to set them up, how to use them, how to prompt them. In fact, you will learn more than what you saw today because I cannot show you everything. It's obvious. You're going to learn more than what you saw today. How many of you guys want to automate the things that you don't enjoy doing, make up more time using MCPs? Drop in a heart. If you think that's a game changer, drop in a heart. You're going to learn all of that. We don't stop there. We also teach you AI automations that I didn't even show you today, right? Because we didn't have the time. You'll learn how to build AI automations using a tool called as NA10, where you can learn how to automate your Slack, your Google Sheets, forms, emails, all that stuff. You'll learn concepts like triggers, actions, and stuff like that. And you'll do all of this using a tool called as NA10. Again, this will happen on day 4. It'll happen for good 4 hours. Then we teach you how to build super extensive, logic driven, your first AI agent. And the first AI agent that we teach you is an AI agent which can have long phone calls with you. It can mimic a human being. It can sound like you. You can prompt it. It can make phone calls to thousands of people on your behalf and talk to them. It can take calls and can have complex conversations like a human being. And we will teach you how to do this, how to build an agent in one day on from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. It's a great starting point for you to build an agent. Now that you have built your first voice agent, we teach you something that people absolutely love. We teach you the agentic frameworks because it's very important for you to know the agentic frameworks. And then we teach you how to build your first AI employee. You saw Jerry. How many of you guys want to learn how to build your own Jerry? Drop in a heart. You are going to learn how to build your own Jerry without writing a single line of code. That is what you're going to learn on day 6. And finally, on day 7, you're going to learn design thinking and tech 101, where the foundations for you to be able to build products. Day 7 is all dedicated for you to build products. And for you to build products, it's not just about using tools like Replit, Bolt, and everything. Anybody can use it, right? The real magic is about how you go about it. And a lot of people, we know for a fact, 70% of people who join our programs don't know how to write code. But you can build anything and everything today with or without writing a single line of code. But you need to learn the right way. So you learn design thinking, product and tech 101, how to play with all of this. People absolutely love this session. It's for both engineers and non-engineers. And then we will teach you how to change your idea into MVP in a way that will teach you how to build your first product without writing a single line of code. If you want to write code, you can write as well, but you can do it without writing a single line of code as well. Guys, the whole program is designed in a way that it works both for software engineers and also for people who don't know how to write code. So you don't have to worry. You don't need any technical expertise whatsoever. These are all the 7 things that you learn in 7 days. Now you'll be like, Vaibhav, you said 14 days, no? But this is only 7 days. Well, you learn for 7 days and you do for the rest of the 7 days. One day you learn, next day you do. One day you learn, next day you do. So that you're not just learning. We are making sure all of you guys are doing as well. How many of you guys believe that doing is as important or probably more important than learning? Give me a thumbs up. Because all of us can learn a lot of things, but if we don't execute it, we can never put that in practice. And we force you to do that in these 14 days. You'll build projects. In fact, you will also have a hackathon towards the end of day, where three teams that wins the hackathon gets a chance to present their projects in front of 30,000 people live. We do all of this for you in this 14 days. And very quickly, apart from this is the more core part of the accelerator. Once you've learned this 14 days, I told you we're partnered with Cairo School of Business. You'll get a content library where you learn first principle thinking, design thinking, problem solving, product sense, consulting, UI, UX, finance, operations, logistics management, and business strategy as well. Recorded content coming in from CXOs. You can learn it at your own pace. And we also told you you're going to get a content library. So what is a content AI content library that you're going to get? You're going to get a bunch of tool deep dives. These are only 60 minutes, sharp to the point courses that helps you to go deeper into tools, right? Like Claude, Notebook LM, Perplexity, Gemini, Notion, Make, Manus, Copilot, Zapier, Hugging Face, and a few more as well. We have not added all of them here. And also, you get workflow deep dives to solve problems like AI for data analysis, AI for jobs, AI for research, AI for marketing, AI for product, AI for design, AI for content thinking, and a lot more. This is recorded content library beyond of the things that we teach in the 2 weeks. That is the AI content library. You have access to this for 1 full year. And like I told you, we also will be covering monetization so that you learn the art of monetizing your skill set. And here we'll teach you generating organic sales using content, using LinkedIn AI automation to generate leads and revenue. How do you do cold emailing using AI and automation? The foundations of consulting. And for people who want to go a little deeper, Meta ads and Google ad foundations as well. So that you have anything and everything that you need to get started with your monetization. Like I said, just learning is not good enough. You need to be able to sell yourself as well. And that is what we teach you here. And finally, and it's completely recorded, by the way, monetization is a completely recorded library. And finally, we come back to live again. Like I told you, every single week for the next 54 weeks, we will do one live session every week to keep you updated in the world of AI. But you know what? You knew all of this yesterday already. And Funny did tell you that we are going to teach you something or show you something or show you a surprise that's going to blow your mind. And that is the surprise that I want to talk about right now. Guys, here's the thing. We didn't talk about this yesterday because we didn't want people to join the program for this. But this surprise is going to blow your minds, right? What we have done is we have actually realized, before I talk about it, right? We actually realized that for you to be able to get the most out of AI, you need to have access to the right AI tools. And all the best AI tools in the world come at a cost. They're expensive, they're not cheap. And you know that by now. We said, how can we make that easier for people? And that is the surprise. Guys, as you join the AI Accelerator program today, the reason why I wanted people to drop off from the call if they're not interested is because they didn't want to see it. And I'm glad all of you guys stayed back, because all of you people, when you join the AI Accelerator program today, will get a bunch of paid subscriptions of AI tools as you join the program today. It's a very, very special offer that we're doing for 20 minutes only, like the Funny mentioned, after the link has been shared with you. But what are the tools that you're getting access to? You guys ready? There's a lot and I don't want to spend a lot of time, so I'm going to make it very, very quick. The tool number one that you guys are going to get is Emily. Drop in a heart if you guys like Emily, the Chrome extension, the AI Chrome extension of the world. It can chat with pages, it can chat with YouTube, it can light your LinkedIn comments, all of that. You need a paid account for this. It is worth 20,000 rupees. You get 1 year of Emily for free. Next, for all the people who loved Supergrow, drop in a heart. The super AI tool for LinkedIn growth. And it uses AI for you to be able to do it. And you get the pro version of Supergrow worth 30,000 rupees. That is 1 year paid access of Supergrow for free when you join the program, worth 30,000. The third tool that you guys get access to is, how many of you guys loved Numerous AI? Drop in a heart. The same tool The same tool that uses AI superpowers inside of your Google Sheets. It can write your formulas, it can do a bunch of stuff inside of it. You get numerous AI worth 10,000 rupees, the pro version, for free when you join the program. Not just that, a lot of people absolutely loved Humanic AI, the same tool that could write emails using AI. Building a distribution in this AI era is very, very important. Building a newsletter is very, very important. It's a very important trait of monetization strategy. As a result, we wanted you guys to have access to this. You guys are going to get 20,000 rupees worth of 1 year pro access of Humanic when you join the program. You also get 6 months pro access, that's a paid access of Firefly's AI worth close to 10,000 rupees. The same tool that I use for AI agent, which attends meetings on my behalf. 6 months free so that you can use them and unlock yourself. You get 1 year access to Fort AI as well, worth 10,000 rupees, so you can generate all the kind of images that you want, either for social media or for your ads or for your product. It doesn't matter how you want to use it. Pro access of 1 year worth close to 10,000 rupees for free as you join the program. If you thought this is it, not really. In fact, there was this incredible PowerPoint tool, presentation tool that you saw today, Chronicle. If you guys loved Chronicle, drop in a heart. All of you guys will get 1 year access to pro access to Chronicle worth 15,000 rupees as you join the program today as well. Not just Chronicle, you guys get 25,000 rupees worth of happenstance AI. Very important tool again for you to unlock monetization, right? For you to be open to open up networks. Very, very powerful tool. You guys get 25,000 rupees worth of happenstance AI for free when you join the program. If you thought this is it, we went overboard. We got you get multi lifetime access. If you put your open router API key, like I told you, you can literally use 300, 400 AI models using Get Multi, and you get the BYOK version, bring your own key version worth 16,000 rupees. As a result, you can use Multi not for 1 year, for lifetime for free using the BYOK. And also, you saw Lizer AI today, the same tool which is used for building AI agents, the same tool which we use to pull Gemini out and put it inside of Lizer, and we built a UI using Replit. You guys will get 1 year access to Lizer AI worth 20,000 rupees as well. And finally, one of my favorite tools that we did recently, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love this as well. You guys get 1 year access to Whisper Flow, the same tool that I use from voice to text. Drop in a heart if you liked what you just saw. 1 year worth of Whisper Flow worth 15,000 rupees for free when you join the program. Guys, you will get tools worth close to 2 lakh rupees or $2,300 when you join the program today. I told you it's going to be a bonus that people can't even believe. That is what we have pulled off. 1 year access to Emily, 1 year access to Supergrow, 1 year access to Numerous, Photo AI, Chronicle, Humanic, Happenstance, Multi, Lizer, Whisper Pro, and 6 months access to Firefly's AI. We told you we will do something that will blow your mind, and I hope it is mind blowing. Guys, if this was mind blowing, can I get some mind blowing emojis? Can I get some open mouth emojis if you think this was mind blowing? Have you even thought something like this was possible? We told you we're going to go absolutely overboard, and we just did. Awesome. Now that this is out of the way, now that you got it, we told you one more thing as well. We told you that we'll make an offer that you can't refuse. And the reason why we said that is because we are doing something absolutely mad today. If you come to our website and go to the AI Accelerator program, which is right here, right? You can join the program at any point of time. But for that, you have to pay 3.5 lakhs to join the program. And on top of that, even if you pay 3.5 lakhs and you can join it at any point of time, we usually keep this price on. We might increase it slightly, but this is the price on. But even if you pay 3.5 lakhs, you will not get access to the tools. The tools that we just spoke about here, even if you directly go to the website and pay 3.5 lakhs, right? you will not get access to these tools for 2 lakhs. But today, we had to do something that you can't believe. And that is exactly why we are capping this for the 20 minutes only. As you join the program today, you get all the content, which is 100 plus hours of AI training, 48 live build-a-thon, Kairos content, AI content, monetization library, 54 plus live sessions, and bonus AI tools worth 2 lakhs, all put together worth 8 lakh rupees. You don't even have to pay 3.5 lakhs to join this program while you're getting a bonus tools. You don't have to pay 7.8 lakhs. You don't have to pay 3.5 lakhs. We have outdone ourselves to make something absolutely wild. For 20 minutes only, before we break for lunch break, you guys will get the mastermind with all tools included worth 2 lakhs for 95,000 rupees, all inclusive, or $1,200. Just think about this. For the price, you're getting tools worth 2x the price. So with just the tools, you're making 2x the ROI. That is why we said we will do something absolutely no-brainer. On top of that, you're getting 14 days of live, you're getting a bunch of content libraries and support for 1 full year, where you will get updated with AI for 1 full year on live calls. All of this put together at 94,999 rupees or $1,200. The price will be valid for 20 minutes. Before we share the payment link, before I share the payment link, I wanted to quickly remind you of a few things because there will only be 20 minutes and we have to wrap this up before the lunch break. We can't do this forever, like you guys know. But before that, right? You can also block your seat. I understand not everybody will have 95K handy. That's why Funny told have 15,000 rupees handy. If you cannot pay 95K all at once, well, you can pay 14,999, that is 15,000 rupees or $249 to block your seat as well. That way we have your seat blocked and you can join, basically you can pay the rest of the amount in the next 7 days. Here are the slots, guys. Like I'm again reminding, Funny, can you drop that message again in the chat? You have 22nd November or 9th January to join the program. The timings are Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 11 p.m. And on weekends, it's 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. If these dates, 22nd November or 9th January, doesn't work for you, you can block the 9 January option. We will move you to the Feb or the March cohort that you want to move. We do one every 45 days and will allow you to move once as well. And that is what I've put in. One very, very important condition that I wanted to tell you this. I told you for all the AI tools, there's a very important condition. And that important condition is that if you're paying partial amount, which is 15,000 or $249 to block your seat, you have to pay the remaining amount before the date mentioned here. You have good 7 days. You can see this before the date mentioned here. You have to pay the remaining amount. That is when we can give you access to the bonus tools. We can give you access to the bonus tools once you have paid the remaining amount, and you have to pay the remaining amount before the date mentioned. Now, let's say you're not able to pay the remaining amount before the date mentioned here or in the next 7 days. The problem then is we will give you access to everything else, even if you're delayed by 3-4 days. We understand. And we'll give you access to everything else, but we will not be able to give you access to the bonus tools because bonus tools comes with conditions. These are partnerships. These are unique codes that you're going to get for yourself. They are not shared accounts. We have to we pay a lot of money for a lot of these people, a lot of these things so that you don't have to pay for them. There are a lot of partnerships that are in place and a lot of them keep changing. So we can't commit it. As a result, you have to pay before the date mentioned. You have good 7 days to pay the rest of the amount, right? And we will give you access to all the tools. But for people who are paying full amount, well, you're locked in. You get all the tools without any condition. And that is why we put this slide up so that we are very, very clear about this, right? So folks, here's a quick summary before I drop the payment link. You get 100 plus hours of AI training, which is live in 14 days. You have a hackathon competition as well. And the nice is cash prizes there as well. You get content library of business, AI content, monetization. You get 54 plus live sessions for the next 1 year. And you have bonus AI tools worth good 2 lakhs. We made this offer an absolute no brainer so that you don't even have to think much. If you are very serious about leveling up to become an AI generalist, there is nothing like this, not just in India, not just in Asia, in the world. With that being said, Funny, let us drop the payment link. Actually, before you drop the payment link, Funny, let me quickly show you as well. Before Funny drops the payment link, as you click on the link in the chat that you'll get very, very soon. Because guys, I know you'll have only 20 minutes. I want to make sure I'm not wasting your time so that you are not confused. So you have all the information so you can take action right away. So you have two options to join, like I said, either 22nd November or 9th Jan. Let's say you want to join this batch. I think there are only 30 or 40 odd units left for this batch, if I'm not wrong. Right, they're almost sold out. But again, right, let's say this is the cohort that you want. You click on that, right? And you see these options. If you're someone from India who want to use UPI, Razorpay, UPI debit card, and anything like that, you should use these links. Link for booking amount or link for full amount. If you're paying a booking amount, don't worry. My team will get in touch with you for the remaining amount as well. If you're an international user who wants to use credit card, you can use Stripe. And if you're an international user who doesn't have a credit card and wants to pay using a local currency, like you're from Philippines, Thailand, Bangladesh, etc., you can use XPay as well. All the three payment options, we have done our best to give you the maximum payment options possible, but this is the best we can do. But that is what I wanted to put across right here. And like I've already mentioned, in case these two dates don't work for you, you can still join the 9 Jan batch and will help you to move to the next batch for free. But no matter which cohort you join, you have to pay the remaining amount in the next 7 days to be able to get the bonus tools. And that's I'm making it very, very clear. With that being said, Funny, let us drop the payment link.
I've just put it in on the chat, Vaibhav. And we can
Okay.
start the timer.
Yeah, I'm just starting the timer. And there you go, guys. The payment link has been dropped. You guys have 20 minutes. You guys can grab it if you are keen to join. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be because there is nothing like this. But with before that, right, I wanted to, as you guys are taking the call, I wanted to take a few frequently asked questions. First question that people ask is, do you get certificates? Yes, for people who finish the program, they do get certificates. So don't worry about it. You have to finish the program. And there's a hackathon as well. If you win that, you get a freaking shield if you win that competition. So there are a bunch of things that are happening there as well. Second very big question that comes in quite often is, do you have EMIs? We don't have EMIs for 15,000 rupees, but if you want EMIs, you should be able to pay 15,000 rupees at least right now. Once you pay the 15,000 rupees for the remaining amount, my team will get in touch with you in the next 24 hours to give you all the payment options possible. And if you want EMI, you can tell them you want 3 months, whatever. We have maximum of 3 months, right, Funny?
Yes.
We have 3 months EMI. You can pay. You can use those EMI options by using your credit card, debit card, or whatever. Like we have a few options. You can pay for them, and even if you pay using EMIs, you will still get access to all the tools right away. Right? So that is not a problem. You'll get access to all of them, because that's one more question people have. If I paid 15,000 right now. For the remaining payment, I want EMI. And if I use EMI, will I get access to everything? Yes, you will. If you're able to get, if your EMI works, right? You will be able to get everything. And if you're making a full payment, you get everything by default, any which ways. That's not a problem, right? The other big question that a lot of people ask is, hey, like the timings of the sessions, right? 22nd November and 9 Jan doesn't work for me. Do you have any other dates? Yes, we do, but we do one cohort every 45 days, like I told you. Even if none of these dates work for you, you can still take the option 9 Jan, right? And we'll move you for free. The other question that people ask is, do you have any other timings? We only have two timings, 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST, 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. EST. We don't have any other timings. These are the only two slots that is possible. A lot of people also ask, what if I miss out on a session? How long will I have access to the recordings? You will have access to the recordings for the next 1 year. And your recordings will be live on the platform in literally 10 to 12 hours of the session getting over. So we give you recordings, everything. The other thing that my team, a lot of people ask is, hey, I want my company to sponsor it. How do we go about it? Well, if you, a lot of people get their companies to sponsor it as well. The way to go about it is you pay your 15K right now, then go get your company to sponsor. And then, once your company pays the full amount, you block this pricing for you right now. Once your company pays the full amount, we can refund you the 15K as well. That is one option. The second option, if you want your company to pay, you can always ask them to, you can always send them the website link, because after this 20 minutes is over, we cannot offer this price anymore. So if you still want it to be there for your company, I'm sure your company can afford to pay 3.5 lakhs. That should not be a problem for your company. Funny, any other frequently asked questions that you think I should address?
I think one other question that commonly comes in is, I'm, specifically a finance person. Will this be helpful or
Yeah, very
marketer?
important question. A lot of people also ask this question that, hey, I am in finance, I am in marketing, I'm in product, I'm in business, I'm in data. Is this program right for me? Guys, it doesn't matter. We are all leveling up to become AI generalists. And I want you guys to remember that. This program is optimized for you to become an AI generalist. And that is how the program is designed. So no matter who you are, we make you a AI first problem solver. Also, one very important point that I wanted to quickly mention is that there is a no refund policy. I'm making it very clear, right? Because of the product that we have built, a lot of people are very smart. They will take it, they will leverage it, and then they'll be like, oh, I didn't like it. Can I get a refund? And they would have used up everything for a reason. You cannot try to like toy with us. As a result, there is no refund. If you have an intent of doing all these malicious things and you think you'll play with the system, and you know what? It's funny that a lot of people would do everything like this. And when they say that, hey, we told you there's no refund, we can't give you that, they're like, oh, we're going to make a social media post on you. When someone says something like that, we also say we will also put you on the hall of shame, because the world can clearly see it if you're trying to do anything wrong. So if your intention is not right, don't join the program. If you think this is not the right program for you, don't join the program. We are very, very sure about the kind of program that we have built. In fact, it's a global program. And funny, you should show them the video during the break. They would get to know about how global this is. We work with billion-dollar companies. We work with Google. We have started to work with OpenAI right now. Very soon you'll see hear some announcements. We work with Perplexity. We work with Bolt. We're working with a bunch of multi-million, a few billion-dollar companies. Nobody has managed to do what we have managed to do. Nobody has managed to give you the kind of outcomes we have managed to do. We give you tools worth 2x the money that you're paying for. There is no way in hell to get all of that. Still, if you're not sure, and you've gone through this 2-day experience, if you're still not sure, it's absolutely fine. Don't join the program, right? And also, for people who finish the payment today, you will be taken into an onboarding call, which Funny will talk more about. And for people who have paid the partial amount, my team will get in touch with you to collect the remaining amount as well. They'll reach out on email and WhatsApp. And for all the people who are making payments, you should get your confirmation emails from Stripe, Razorpay, or XPay. That is your real confirmation. Once that is done, in the next 24 hours, my team will also email you from our official email ID that we have captured everything. It does take a little bit of time, but you've got the payment confirmation from any of these players, you're good to go. With that being said, what I'm going to do is I want you guys, we have like 13 minutes more left. I want you guys to take 5 minutes. Program for you or not. Find the value of this and take, right? I want you guys to be able to do that. And Funny, during this break, how about we show them the power of community? Because quite frankly, in the last 2 days, we don't talk about us at all, because we want to focus on teaching you guys. That's our ambition. 100 billion people, right? This is the break time that we took out to talk about us. Maybe you should show them the video. People will get a very good sense of how global this is. You should actually play the recent video, Funny.
Yeah, I'll do that.
At Google, right?
Yes.
And on top of that, guys, Funny has just shared, I was about to tell him, has just shared the form link where you can drop in any question that you have about this program. Once I come back from the break, I will start taking those questions as well. And also, I will show you the kind of stuff people are experiencing inside of this program, if you guys are still unsure. With that being said, Funny, over to you. Let's give people a break, and meanwhile, they can probably watch the video as well.
Perfect, perfect. Folks, like Vaibhav mentioned, there are two links that you will find on the chat box. One is of the enrollment link. I see that a lot of you have gone ahead and enrolled. The second link is a Q&A form link, so you can drop in your questions there if you have any. I will go ahead and share my screen at this point of time to show you all a video of our own community members who have taken programs like these with us and have graduated from these programs as well. Yesterday, when I spoke about it, a lot of you asked who are the kind of people that usually come into the community, what do they do, how many years of experience do they have, where do they really come from, and all of that. This video is going to give you a very good sense of all of these, because this is from a recent offline event that we did in the head office of Google here in Bangalore, for which a lot of our community members flew down from all across the world. So I'm going to play this video. I also, by the way, see that a few payments have gotten failed payments from Bhagat, Ank, Essentia Medicals, Kumar, and a few others. In case your payment is failing for whatever reason, please do refresh and try again. And once this video is done, I will give you all details about how you are going to get your confirmations and everything around it. So here is the video. Let me see if I'm sharing my sound. I will just share my sound as well. Give me 1 second. And this will give a very good sense for all of you.
My name is Tamara Gordon. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, a customer success manager. It was very rewarding, and I'm now going to be in an AI role because I made this choice 9 months ago. This was going to be the future, and I'm glad that I did. It felt that they cared about us and that they really wanted us to succeed.
Hi, my name is Parimala. I live in United States, clinical healthcare transformation leader. What Outskill had shown as a curriculum resonated so well with me, and I thought, why not I invest 6 months of my life into this? This was the key to the lock that I was looking for. Brilliant decision, one of the best investments that I have made.
I've been a VP of marketing in a startup for 18 years. I'm an early adopter of AI. Then this mastermind, the free mastermind session was offered by Vaibhav. And then I went there, and then he said, I'm going to launch a program. Then I subscribed.
And I was able to build a ChatGPT in a weekend. I was like, okay, this is cool. And then throughout the whole entire 6 months, when I started to build other things, like I'm not a developer. I don't have a computer science degree. And here I am able to build things. And so I think for me, that unlocked it.
I can walk and have a conversation with anyone, whether it's an organization or at a summit or a conference, about AI without looking like an idiot.
Yeah, my name is Athena McKay. I run a nonprofit organization called Flint Innovator Solution. This last 6 months have been incredible, very exciting. Every week was something new. And I was like, oh my God, I can't get behind because something else is coming. I would tell them to get a seatbelt and get ready to go for a ride of their life.
I'm from France. I'm an executive advisor and a startup co-founder. I was looking for a program that would help me really accelerate in AI. So I've been looking all around on the internet. I came to a cross path with Outskill. It really adds value. It's very practical. You get hands-on experience on what you have to do, which helps you really become relevant, in particular when you operate in spaces like mine.
So my name is Pilar Lasati. I am Chief Marketing Officer of Dale Group, which is a global advertising agency. I'm actually from Spain. So I took that course, and in between, it got switched to the fellowship, and I was blown away by it. I was totally pumped. I said, like, I gotta really do this course. It's been tremendous, and this is just the beginning. I'm taking our ad agency actually 100% AI.
My name is Richard Kolesar. I'm from Slovakia. I'm a founder of Businessway and Apex AI. I took part of Mastermind, more masterminds, and I was excited what I discovered there and I wanted to know more. The doors for me for many, many different use cases and clients.
Thought I just wanted to learn a little more about what is AI. That's a new thing that's coming in. I just wanted to know what it is. And so once I started learning about it, I did quit my job. Now I got to find my own gig to do whatever it is. So wonderful, mentors, I would say, and their office staff, really helpful, extremely helpful. And it's been a fruitful journey for me so far.
I'm Sai Sankara. I'm a technologist. I've worked in various domains, architecture, software automation. I did a trial, a weekend course, and that really piqued my interest, and applying that on various areas of my work, the community work I do, it would attract huge interest, and Outskill has a huge advantage there. So I see that's a good value add as well.
Hi, I'm Paulmi Chatterjee. I'm from Mumbai. I am a product manager and now moved into consulting role. I was pivoting from a product manager in marketing setup. Didn't have much knowledge on the data science and the AI part of it, where everyone is very tool specific, but we kind of understood the context. Since I did this course or fellowship, I was the one who can lead the team.
First of all, my name is Syed Hassan. I'm a civil engineer by discipline, a project management professional. I'm based in Dubai. The main reason why I took up with Outskill is to learn. It's only due to the community I can say the learning was important. It was a very interactive, collaborative community. Co-learners, it's also the mentors, the Outskill staff. If there are any technical issues with the LMS, you approach them, answers are there. Oh, the community was really brilliant.
It started from step 1 till I cracked a lot of interviews, and then I got into a role where I'm using AI in healthcare space, in drug repurposing, in drug management, and in general life science end-to-end setup.
And I'm mentoring quite a few people. From the content I learned here, the content I learned offline. By the way, I do mentor part-time with the accelerator course. So
impact is there. The fellowship has allowed me to really accelerate on all the different program and projects that I wanted to bring to life.
On my career, I've been nominated in Germany via LinkedIn for an AI Power Award as a maker and shaper.
I already recommended it to some friends.
You asked me about if a friend reached out. Like, if a friend reached out, they might ask, like, oh, where did you learn your thing? And I'm like, I go to outskill.com, find the link, and I just send it off to them.
Extraordinary. Brilliant.
I would say 9.8, 9.9.
A 9 to 10.
I would say it is 8 to 9.
I think a full rating, 9 to 10.
Well, I would just have to say boom. Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
So yeah, I hope that gave all of you a good sense of the kind of community you would get to join, along with the kind of people as well. Vaibhav is back, and we were just looking at the questions also. But Vaibhav, before you start taking the questions, I see that a lot of payments have already come in. Just want to give a few instructions for all the people who have come on board. As soon as your payment has come in, it's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes for a confirmation email to get triggered. And within the next 24 hours, our team will get in touch with you one-on-one. And on Tuesday, all of the people who are getting enrolled will have a closer call as well. It's going to be a 1.5 hour onboarding call that we will be doing on Tuesday for everyone who is joining in, so that we can give you more details about the LMS, how you can get access to the coupon codes and everything around it as well. So 2 sets of confirmations is what all of you will be getting from us over the course of the next 24 hours, as soon as you complete your payment right now. I see that, some of your enrollments are failing for whatever reason. In case the Indian payment links are not working for you, you can go ahead and try the Stripe payment link or even the XPay payment links, at this point of time. But otherwise, it could also be because of the traffic that the payment pages are seeing. Vaibhav, I hope you are able to see the questions. I also see a lot of people asking for GST certificate. If there is any GST and all of that. Vaibhav, do you want to answer that?
Go for it.
Yeah, so we don't collect GST separately. because we are also tied up with the government of India under their National Skill Development Center. So there is no additional GST that we collect. But for all of the people who want an invoice, that is something that we can provide. And like Vaibhav mentioned earlier, a lot of questions are about EMI. We cannot offer EMI for the first part of the payment that you're making at this point of time, but EMI plans are available for the remaining payment that you will have to do. So let us say you're paying 15,000 right now. For the remaining amount is where you have EMI plans up to 3 months without any additional cost as well.
Okay, perfect, guys. Great. Thank you, Funny. How was the video, guys? I just wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever seen a more global community than this? Have you ever seen a more global community than this? We had people from like, Slovakia. We had people from Africa. We had people from, of course, US, UK, Canada is common anyways, right? The idea here is how do we build this into a community where any place in the world that you walk in, you have friends there. That is the enablement that we want to get to a point, and that is what we do. And yeah, that basically that's how we have built this. Now, with that being said, I still know for a fact a lot of people will have a lot of questions. So I wanted to quickly show you something that will give you some confidence on how crazy this is. Of course, you can say, hey, what if Weber, what if all the people in that videos are actors? You got all actors to say nice things about you. You hired Google Office though, but you got all actors. I'm sure a few people are like that. So let me show you something which will give you an understanding of what are the level of like high level standards that we benchmark ourselves to. Guys, this is our internal Slack. Okay, we operate on Slack, right? This is the rating. The last cohort happened on 30th September. Like you said, we do once in 45 days. The earliest cohort is already sold out, and you have the November one to join in, which is almost done as well. But this is my Slack messages that the team sends to me to know how the cohort is happening. The number of mentors that were part of this were 14 different mentors on day one. You can see the average rating of day one was 4.54 out of 5. This is very open. The feedback that people gave, how can we make that better? Day two, the average rating actually went to 4.39, while the mentor CSAT went to 4.71. This is, I'm just scrolling and showing you the Slack. This is day three. You can't emulate this, by the way. This is day three, 4.51 again, where mentor CSAT was again 4.62. We do a lot of CSATs. What is the mentor rating, content rating, average rating, CSAT of the day, the bunch of ratings that we pick up. This is the internal metrics. That's why it's so complex. Day four, 4.71 out of 5. Okay. Day 5, 4.75 out of 5. Day 6, 4.61 out of 5. Day 7, 4.62 out of 5. Day 6, again, because Saturday and Sunday, there are two things happening, one in IST, one in EST. 4.78 was the rating in EST. And you can see this again, this is the EST session, not the IST session, 4.88. And you can see this, day 7, 4.88 again. And final one was 4.86 out of 5. The overall cohort average CSAT landed at 4.62 out of 5. I'll be very frank, and there's literally a 70-member team that works to deliver this. And that is why, this is the max that we can do. We still have 3 minutes. Funny, I wanted to show them something else as well. Okay, let me quickly cover that. Now, a lot of people will be like, Webhub, that is Slack messages. Maybe you had Slack and put some messages there. What if that is a lie as well? Because I know there'll be people, every kind of people, because it's fair. I think we humans are prone to asking questions, right? So I'll show you something else right now. I'm just refreshing this. This is the backend of the tool that you'll get access to. This is C3. And there is a channel called as Gratitude. Okay. And here is what people post about after the sessions are over. 10 out of 15 session feedback. Guys, that is how I am. I always think people don't trust because I think we have that trust factor deficit. That's why I want to show you a lot of things. Someone is dropping they launched the new product right here. I was hands down learning sometimes the best ROI comes from rolling up the sleeves, says Daniel Mikolovic. Hoang Mi says, What an incredible journey. I'm thrilled to announce I'm officially graduated from Outskill AI community. Massive thanks to team and fellows for pushing us. Right? This is Daniel Mikalov again. Huge thanks to Outskill team. I'm just clicking on next. I'm not even skipping. I'm not cherry picking. Right? Everyone, to the mentors, to people behind the scene, huge thank you. Again, you can see this, how people are talking about things. Again, they're dropping in thank you again. Somebody, Avinash, is already missing the sessions after the 14 days is over. This is Piyush dropping in a huge message. Here's a future we are building together, one breakthrough at a time. Massive thank you to the entire team for orchestrating. And this is just C3. If I go to C2, there'll be new ones again right there. Look at this. Big thank you. We are live. Some people have launched their startups as well. They're dropping in messages here as well. AI accelerator journey. Akshay says, again, I can keep going on and on and on, guys. The massive thank you to the team. It was just a base camp. He wants to become a full stack AI generalist. I can keep sending next if you guys have the patience to watch all of this. But this is what people are saying. And this is just, again, one more cohort. If I just scroll down to the C1, this team looks like won the first prize as well. Like you said, there's a competition. But yeah, they won the first prize. So the guy is happy. Amit Jain says, I've done courses from ISB. For people who don't know, ISB is a very popular school in India. It's one of the top schools in the country. He's like, I've done courses from ISB, but this is insane. I promise you to be a torchbearer for lifetime. Guys, there are messages like this. I can keep showing. I can keep showing. I can keep showing on and on and on. But that is what it is. Let me quickly go through your questions. We literally have 10 seconds. But funny, can we quickly extend some time? I think this
Yes,
ran
I
over.
see a lot of payments still coming in Webhub. I see a lot of failed payments also for some reason. So yeah, I maybe we should extend it by 10 more minutes as we can take some questions as well.
Sure.
Or
Let's
should I
run a
launch a
poll.
poll?
Let's run a
Yeah.
poll. I think if there are enough people who are still trying to join in, because I think I will not be surprised if everybody who wanted to join in has already joined in. Though I have not answered questions of people because, I mean,
Yeah, I'm
either
just launching a poll. Folks, there is a poll that I've just launched. You can please go ahead and punch in your responses so that we know whether you are in the process or whether you have completed your process. Like I mentioned before, all the
Funny,
people
can you
who are
share the form responses, please?
yeah, I'm just sharing that. But like I mentioned before, all of the people who have joined in already, you will be contacted by our team. Even if you have made a partial payment or a full payment, our team will reach out to you within the next 24 hours to give you your confirmations. And if you have made a partial payment, we will also give you information to make the remaining payment as well. And on Tuesday is when we will be having an onboarding call only for the people who are coming in at this point of time.
Okay, perfect.
Webber, I see a lot of people having payment issues as well.
Yeah, you can. I think if people have problems, they can put up a question, maybe. I don't know. But let's extend it by 10 minutes. I see enough responses in
And
the
meanwhile,
form.
I'll create a form probably for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was trying to look for that message that I recently saw in one of the communities from Parimala, but I'm not able to, like, my WhatsApp is failing. Wanted to show that message. But anyways, let me jump into the questions, guys, because like I said, we will do 10 more minutes, and maybe towards the end, if I still have time, I'll show you something. God. If I search, it is failing. Okay, I think I found the community. Just give me a second. I think this is yeah, there's just so many messages. I'm not able to find it only. Okay, anyways, let me jump into your questions, guys. Let me jump into the questions. Okay, skimming through them right now.
Vaibhav, I see a lot of questions around how whether this program will help people build a personal brand. I'm guessing, people who have taken the LinkedIn workshop are also very keen to take this.
Yeah, do you want to address that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think, we have shown you what we have been able to do with AI, both on LinkedIn and also on Instagram, right? It's all about being able to not only use AI tools, but also set up these systems and processes for yourself so that that consistency really kicks in. And that is essentially what you will learn as you go ahead and learn about building AI agents, as you learn about building AI automations and also products that you can use which will write content and replicate content in your own styles, which is the same playbook essentially that has worked for WebHub and both on LinkedIn, both on Instagram. And we also believe that it's not only just growing on one specific channel, but having that multi-channel growth that we always focus on, which is very, very possible with AI. And a lot of people who have completed this program are on that journey at this point of time as well.
Funny, can you take some most frequently asked questions? Because I'm getting Gemini to summarize it for me. There are 325 questions. There's no way I can take them all in like 10 minutes. We should wrap it up by 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So take the questions. I'm trying to get Gemini to summarize this for me. No way in hell. And I want people to get like good 1 hour break so that they can come back by 3:50-ish after lunch so that they can have a very good session. I don't want it to, no, not a single person should miss out on anything. So I want to wrap it up in 10 minutes no matter what, and we'll stop it. Yeah.
Prajakta has this question. If I
Could you
choose
please go through the questions that I'm sharing?
Web, yeah. Prajakta has this question. If I choose partial payment, then and then take EMI, will my total fee still remain as 94,999? Absolutely yes. There is no additional cost even if you choose to make the remaining payment with EMI. And I also see a lot of questions around if you make the partial payment right now and take the EMI plan in the next 7 days, will you get access to all the tools? Yes, you will. As soon as you make or let our team know which EMI plan you would want to take and get started with your EMI plan, you will get all of the tools access. We will, of course, not be able to give you the tools access only if you have made the partial payment, because that also depends on the partnerships and everything around around that we have, right? Is there any job assistance from your side after completing the program? Absolutely not, Ravi. There is no job assistance. We believe in community support and everyone involving themselves in the community activities to be able to get opportunities for themselves, but no job assistance. In fact, the motive of doing this program itself is not that.
I see a question funny. I mean, I was just skimming through it as Google, as Gemini was summarizing it. Someone is like, why can't you have EMI for 15,000 rupees also? Why are you blocking us? And let me tell you the answer for that, guys. The reason why we don't have an EMI for 15,000 rupees is because I don't want to make it sound wrong. Please don't take it in a wrong way. But our intention has always been to level up and help as many people as possible. But that doesn't mean that learning has to come at cost all the time. You see, when you join our paid programs, right, you can get to learn things faster, but there's a reason why we give you the roadmap as well, right? So that everybody can learn. If someone is in a position not to pay 15,000 rupees and needs an EMI for 15K as well, my recommendation for them is that, look, I understand you have just probably just got started, or you've had a tough time, maybe you lost your job or whatever that is, and you can't afford it, and that's fine. If you can't afford it, use the roadmap to learn it yourself. I know for a fact the moment we put in EMIs for 15K, 10, 15, 20% more, 30% more people will join the program as well. But I don't want that. We don't want to add debt to people's life. It's a one click, guys, for us. One click, and that will be turned on for everyone. But the reason why we don't do it is because we are in the game of education. We are trying to teach people. Debt is the last thing that we want to add. And that is why we chose not to have it. Right? It's not to shy away from people. It's not because of any other option, but it is purely because of this. And yeah, and that's why we give out the roadmap as well to everyone. Right? Okay, I've got Gemini to process the question, so I'm going to jump right in.
Vaibhav, I'll just share my screen and show the list of tools as well that everyone will be getting access to, because I see a lot of questions around that as well.
Yeah, and funny, can you please turn on the timer of 10 minutes so that we
Yeah.
have something holding us?
Yes.
And I don't go on with questions as well. So keep showing me that timer as well so
Yeah.
that I could go faster. Can I get 22-month EMI options and all? No, I think we have 3 and 6 months if I'm not wrong. And like I said, the EMI question, we just answered it. You have to pay directly right now. EMI is something that you can pay for the rest of the amount. Can I get GST invoice? Like Funny already mentioned, there is no GST, right? You can we don't collect GST because of the National Skill Development Corporation of India partnership. Okay, I'm having trouble. A lot of payment issues have come in. Can you share the bank account number? I can transfer directly. I got a payment saying the payment is incomplete. Somebody's blocking their banks are blocking it, and all of that. So, folks, I will ask Funny if you can share a form for just this
Yeah.
payment issues, because on the poll as well, now, a lot of people, again, this is the problem with people, right? When we say that, hey, this is what people are saying on the poll, people will be like, oh, how are they saying? Let me share the results. I can see literally 115 people facing payment issues, literally. And everybody can see that screen, see it on the screen as well, right? So, yeah. So go for it. We will share a form. If you are having payment issue problems, then my team will try to get in touch with you. Okay, I paid the amount. What are the next steps? I didn't receive the second email dashboard. You will get everything in 24 hours. Okay, will we get the 2-day program certificate? You will get after the program is over. The 2-day program is over. I'm a student, I cannot afford the program. Well, I'm being very, very frank. Don't join the program if you're a student. You have the time, learn things yourself. That is my request. I'm currently jobless, low salary, poor financial background. Can I get a scholarship or a special discount? I'm really sorry if we wish we could do that. But at this point of time, we are not doing it. But you know what? I'll give you good news for people who have lost their jobs or at low income and stuff like that, not for students. We are trying to build a scholarship fund where we will be sponsoring about 100 people every quarter, 100% of it. For that, there's an application process and all, but we have not started it. We are still working on it. So we will reach you out. I know there'll be a lot of people will be applying for it, but we will do the best to pick up the right people inside of it with the right intent. So maybe you want to wait for it, you can. Okay. Lot of question on batch change. I have booked the seat for November, but can I join January or February? Yes, you can. You can join any batch. You can book the seat right now, and you can join the Jan or the Feb batch. We will help you move. For timings issues, what are the timings for me? Funny, do you want to show the IST and EST timings?
Yes, and I see about 35 enrollments have gotten failed for whatever reason. I've shared a form along with the payment link once again, people. I'm getting a lot of DMs as well for the payment link, so I've put it up on the chat once again. But here are the timings.
Okay, perfect.
Monday to Friday is 7:30 p.m. IST to 11